Here we go. Man, No Cred fan, what's good? We on episode 29, fellas. 29. All right, close to 30. Feel me? Hey, it's your guy DC here, checking in.
30 ball. It's your boy AD in the building.
It's your boy MT, Mike Love, Mike Lowry.
Yes, you already know this is the No Cred podcast family. What's up?
Oh.
Hey, man.
Mark, say what up, man.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, I got
Yeah,
a
there you
mic
go.
today. I got a mic today.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Nice. Crispy. You don't hear the mild echo in the background. Now you got my guy with the mic in his hand.
Word. We on
Fire.
Fishy Tissue this week.
Shout out to
Love
the
it.
fam.
Yo, so a lot in the headlines, man, for both basketball and football. Ooh, spicy. No, I'm gonna say it's getting zesty out here, man. Yeah, it's zesty out here. Come on, that's what the kids are saying nowadays. I feel like an old head. When they said zesty, I'm still in that lingo. Zesty.
Everything shot, everything dead.
Chill, I'm tired of hearing that. That's what I hear all day. All right, but let's get into it, fellas. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with basketball, and NBA season is back. All right, October 18th. I'm excited. I'm thinking about copping the league pass. Not even gonna hold you.
They dropped that price, $100 for the year, I think.
Yes, sir.
Man, I had to drop
Great
that because
investment. Great
I'm really
investment.
about to be in this living room watching basketball all day. But man, question for you guys: who you excited to watch? Matter of fact, also both predictions.
Okay.
No, give me some predictions. Who do you got for the opening night? For the opening night, we got who we playing? Who we got? We got 76ers and Celtics,
Mm-hmm.
and we got Lakers and Warriors. All right, so let's start off with that. I'm gonna throw you on the spot. I know y'all throwing. I love throwing y'all for a loop, man. Y'all be looking at me like that wasn't on the agenda.
Damn.
So you got.
We're ready for this. We built for this, man.
Sixers in Boston.
Listen, Celtics is wiping the floor with the Sixers.
I'm
game
taking
one.
the Celtics.
All right. Warriors are waxing the Lakers
I'm
game
going,
one.
I'm going Philadelphia.
You go ahead, man.
Ooh.
I'm going Philly. Statement.
Okay.
It's not
I
about
don't
the
think they
cheeseheads.
have an option for Embiid. I don't think Horford can hold him.
Nah, it's Robert Williams, Horford.
He's out. He won't be there.
I think they got somebody.
And the nightcap, you said GSW versus LA.
Yes, sir.
I'll go Warriors.
I'm going Warriors.
It's consensus Warriors.
Hey.
They ain't hard.
Warriors. And
Sorry,
we got
I knew you mad back there. It's all right, man. It's gonna be all right.
Celtics, 76ers. So you got that. So any bold predictions, fellas? What are we thinking this year? What are we expecting? What are we not expecting? Also on this question, to add to this question is Coach of the Year. Who you feel like is going to win that award? And also Sixth Man. And we got a lot of potential candidates for the Sixth Man. We got Jordan Poole. We had last year's winner Tyler Hero, who secured the bag this year as well.
Yes, sir.
Christian Wood, Malcolm Brogdon, Jordan Clarkson, your guy Drummond, as you said earlier.
Yeah, that's his guy.
Hey,
He's
chill.
on the odds list.
It's still in there.
Everything bull.
Anthony Simons,
Ant-Man.
Should be a starter.
Dinwiddie, Cameron Johnson.
Should be starting.
So there's a lot. This is a lot of potential out here. So, I'll go off real quick. I'm picking Poole. I'm going with Poole. If he doesn't, like I said off air, starting minutes. So if he's actually coming on the bench and taking that role, well, I feel like Poole has it in the bag. I feel like he could average a good 20 and 5 calmly, close to that, and I feel like that's on par with the Sixth Man.
Now, averaging 20 is what Tyler Hero basically secured the bag because that was the record for coming off the bench, averaging 20. So I can see that's a safe bet, but I want a dangerous bet. I'm taking Andre Drummond, y'all. His game is expanding, and Billy Donovan is giving him that open run. And him coming off the bench with that second unit of AC, Patrick Williams, and then other guys, like, I'm going to catch y'all by surprise. Y'all not going to be ready. But hey, listen, when it happens,
what about his game do you think is six-man material?
He added a 3. He's a great rebounder.
Preseason doesn't count.
This feels extremely biased.
He's showing you that he is expanding his game.
He is
so it's an
zip
improvement.
car
in what way?
Oh, his offensive. Because you just thinking
You realize that.
he didn't really have a backpack. He didn't really have a package. Now he's face up, and he got a little handle to him.
I saw him coming down the court.
Like I said, it's my
you said
book.
Drummond has handles?
A little handle.
Bro, you a Bulls fan. I'm
All
not
right,
listening
don't
to
worry.
you.
Listen.
That's what it is.
Listen, when I'm right.
So what the numbers? 18 and 18?
Nah, we gonna like 15, 10.
18 and 18.
15 and 10?
No, 15, probably 15 and 12. Off the bench.
Off the bench.
Off the bench.
You heard it here first. AD. No credit AD.
It's on wax now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I know why. AD, trusting AD. All right, makes sense.
Okay.
I'm riding with DC. I'm gonna go with Jordan Poole.
That's a safe bet.
It is the bet.
Bold.
Safe bet. Safe bet.
The
Always.
man is sixth man of the year.
This is called bold predictions, not the safe predictions.
I mean, my bold prediction is something different.
Okay.
I got the Orlando Magic making a play-in. I believe that team is, from what I saw in the preseason.
So it's just 6 man on a Magic?
No, my sixth man is Jordan Poole. But I listen, I've seen the development. Banchero is going to be very scary. They have a lot of tall players that could control the paint. And I think the guard play is going to catch up. You know, I know Jalen Suggs went down early in the season, but I think Cole Anthony's due for a breakout year. I do believe in Banchero, as I said. Franz Wagner, very good wing player. I think they're going to catch a lot of teams by surprise. So I said flirt with the play-in, potentially make the play-in. I know the East is very difficult at the moment, but I'm on the Orlando Magic bandwagon, man. I think this team could surprise some people.
Okay.
Bold.
Very bold.
Dennis Schroeder, 6 man of the year.
Dennis the Menace.
And he's really coming off the bench.
I mean, who
You would
knows?
think?
They got so many guards.
That's gonna be tough.
I'm sorry. He's
doesn't come
gonna
off the
be
bench.
part of a trade package later on.
Okay. Nah.
Okay.
You think so?
Dennis?
Have you looked at that roster? Do we need to keep doing this?
I don't know.
I'm tired of doing this every week with the Lakers,
I mean,
man.
again, let's
We'll go into that later. Coach of the year now.
Let's get on to that later.
Who wants to go coach of the year first?
Oh,
I
y'all
go first.
take that away.
Billy Donovan.
Oh, here we go.
Bulls will be
Here we
a
go.
top 4 seed.
Here we go.
And
Yo, are they
they'll
paying
catch
you?
they'll catch the league by surprise. No, I'm not receiving no endorsements.
Chicago, are y'all paying him?
I'm
They
receiving
paying
nothing.
him. Who paying you?
Not yet.
You run
But,
the Bulls social media account.
No, I
don't
do
you?
not.
Oh,
No,
he does,
no,
he
no.
does,
Shout
he does.
out to Benny, man. Benny, we see you, bro.
So Billy Donovan is your coach of the year.
Yeah, surprise. Bold.
All
I
right.
said be bold, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, y'all said you want to go bold. Steve Nash, front and center.
I ain't say go insane.
He's gonna win coach of the year this year. Definitely is. I think Ben Simmons has figured it out. If this team finishes within the top 4 or 3 in the East, I see why not. No one is expecting them to. A lot of people have Boston, Milwaukee, Philadelphia ahead of them still because of that pedigree. I don't have to say much. But no, if Steve can coach this team into a top 4, top 3 finish, I think Coach of the Year is his award. We already know what Budenholzer has to bring to the table. Spoelstra can win it every year because he has Miami always playing well. So I think if Mr. Nash wants to add some more hardware to his award collection, I think Coach of the Year could be his if he gets this Nets team up to par. So that's my bold prediction.
I don't have a coach of the year, but my bold prediction is Cavs conference finals.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
So
I like
Darvin
that.
Ham.
that's my bold.
Darvin Ham, coach of the year.
Okay. All
Has
right.
your playing team ever had a Coach of the Year before?
I told y'all already we're gonna finish number 4 in the West.
All right.
Top 4.
All right.
Bold. We said bold.
Very bold.
So
Super bold.
Listen, it's a clean slate right now, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is 0-0, right?
Yeah.
All right.
only time will tell who's gonna be right at the end.
Let's revisit this
I mean,
on November 13th.
100%. We're gonna pull this right back up.
We're gonna run this back.
Man said
Always.
Darvin Ham.
I like
Always.
it, fellas. We coming out swinging today.
We
The
got
LA
receipts.
Leakers. The LA Leakers. And
Said LA.
yeah. Man, good luck to y'all, man. That's
Listen,
it.
we got receipts. We're gonna run this back, but we're gonna pose this question to you guys out there, family.
Word. No cred fans.
Any
Tap
bold
in with
predictions,
us.
your 6 man of the year, your coach of the year, let us know in the comments when we post up this poll. Let's move on to
You might as well throw it on, bro.
even
not yet.
more zestiness.
Darvin Ham.
All right, even more spiciness. We hit this last episode speaking on Draymond. All right? We all seen the video by now. Draymond Green, obviously, knocking out Jordan Poole.
Nah, he ain't knock him out.
He knocked
His
him out,
knees
bro.
buckled, bro.
He buckled,
Listen,
bro.
He caught him by surprise.
Ali.
He was
No,
shaking.
He caught him.
He was shaking.
His knees
You
buckled.
play fight night when you gotta get the analog in the middle. He was
You
shaking.
ignoring it. His
All right.
knees buckled, fam.
All right, he was shaking.
So let's
He got
not
knocked out.
Not gonna say too much. All right, knockout or Jordan Poole's knees wobbled. All right, we're gonna say that. All right.
Wobble, baby. Wobble, baby.
And
wobble, baby.
we saw the video. Draymond called him, whatever the case may be. We know the repercussion from that was no suspension from either the league nor from Golden State. Draymond did excuse himself from the team for some time. I don't even know how long that was. It seemed like a short period of time. And I pose this question to you guys: will this affect the team chemistry going going on into the season? Also, 2, is Golden State still a contender amid controversy between the 2 All-Star players?
I'll go first on this one. I believe not, because I think things will happen throughout the season that will bring the team, like they'll have a goal of course, that potentially we want to repeat and we want to beat these opponents ahead of us. But like, just for me, like personally, if that happened to me, we got to shake 1-on-1. Parking lot, locker room, we gotta.
Bro, they're not going to shake. They professional, bro.
They gotta put that.
They don't
behind
gotta,
them, bro.
right. I'm just saying, even if I was professional, we gotta shake.
As hard as it is, you gotta put that behind you.
I'll do it. I'll put the boxing gloves on.
Yeah, we
go
go
to a private session.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Something like that.
Like, I'm not saying we gotta shake in front of everybody.
No,
but
like you just said,
nah.
You apologize, but
phones in the basket.
Yeah, no.
As a man, look at another man in the face. We gotta shake.
Got to 1-on-1 right now.
Could you put the beats? And it was in front of the family.
Right.
The family was in attendance.
So
it was.
Well, if I'm Jordan,
open family practice.
If he accept that, once y'all move to that place, deck him first immediately, so he know you're not playing. But I feel like right now with a lot of things going on, this being a headline, especially with the NBA just coming back, I feel like a lot of people want to tear down the Golden State Warriors because I feel like a lot of people are afraid that they're gonna repeat, and this is an option to try to tear them apart. But like, I think it'll be, it'll bring them together later on. Right now, since there's no basketball going on, it can't distract it. So there's a lot of drama. And of course, it leaked. And I want to talk about this man knees buckling.
It buckled. Pause. Listen, say it like that.
I just, I think down the line, I don't think the relationship will ever be the same. And like I said, for me, over time, yes, but we're going to have to shake. That's the only way I'm going to be able to look at you in your face. Like,
okay.
That's the only, for me. I'm only speaking for me. So
I say this doesn't affect their team chemistry. I feel like this is just a bump in the road.
Yeah,
it's a big bump, to be honest. But I feel Draymond needs to get suspended. I need somebody to put their foot down and say, yo, Draymond, that was egregious, that was crazy, that was too much. You're doing too much, and obviously he knows that he did too much in his action. Suspend him. It don't got to be a lengthy suspension, but suspend him. Give Jordan Poole some type of comfort.
Yeah, that I got my back. Yeah,
that's what I wanted to touch
like
on.
just going into this, I'm probably gonna go coming right behind. I'm about to segue it to you. Jordan Poole's looking at this like, bro, this man just laid me out, right? I mean, he just looking from the video. All right, this man just punched me in the face. Called me lacking. I wasn't anticipating getting punched in the face
from a teammate.
You shoved me from a teammate that I won championships with, right? And won a lot of games with me and got a lot of team chemistry in with. Bro, have my back. Suspend this man. Like, dude, I feel like the league and GSW, Steve Kerr didn't do their job. They're not protecting Jordan Poole.
Well, I feel like the league is always going to leave something like this up to the team.
So
another thing, if it's up to Ali, we got to jump in.
I mean, hey, but
no, because the reason I say that, I'm sorry, cut you off. The track record of stuff that he's been doing. Just he has had a period over time. As long as he's been in Golden State. I don't know if y'all heard the outburst that he had with Steve Kerr talking about if y'all don't want me to shoot. It was a halftime against OKC. He was like, if y'all don't want me to shoot, I'll just sit down and all that.
You got to check him.
And then, when he was kicking people in the groin, getting suspended in the finals, the KD incident, and now this, it's been a track record of outbursts. I mean, I just need Steph to be like, yo, you keep playing, we shipping you. And I think a lot of people, if that comes from Steph, the message is...
They say he played a big role in mediating the situation between the two of them.
Because it's Steph. He's the real leader of that team.
You don't think they...
Who?
Yo, Steph is like, Draymond, you're wilding, bro.
I'm sure.
You're
doing
too much.
But Steph, this is why you got to jump dudes. You got to just... He got a lesson. A lesson has to be learned. So I definitely agree. I think the team has to suspend
something
him.
Has to go. Like, something has to give, I meant to say.
Gotta
like,
jump in. Just fight back.
I mean, a fine is a fine. You know what I'm saying? So they probably gave him like, what, 30, 40,000.
Slap on the wrist, bro.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's charity. In terms of them being a contender, they'll still remain a contender. As long as Steph, Clay, and Nucleus are still around. But to piggyback off what you said, I think the other young guys are probably looking at this like, this is pretty crazy. The fact that the guy that's an elder statesman, a veteran, been there from the beginning, he's supposed to exemplify what Golden State is as a culture, and yet he's punching guys in the face. It's not a good look. Right. Tons of stuff like this happens behind closed doors. Dame had a good quote on it. He said, this happens all the time at practice. I've seen guys get into it at practice, but it never gets leaked out. But now that's been leaked out,
right?
You kind of shift from that Ime situation to the other team that was in the finals, and they have turmoil.
Mhm.
You know, so this has been a very iconic offseason, so to speak, when we have both teams that competed in the finals or before the ball's even thrown in the air, they have controversy behind them. So I think for Draymond, you know, I liked his press conference. I think he responded the right way. He said, I'm going through some dark times right now, which I don't know. But, you know, he opened up. He showed that he was vulnerable. We all humans, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's been plenty of times I wanted to fight my teammates, whatever the case might be, because people aren't on the same page.
Right.
But it's still not a good look. And I don't know if you heard what Kevon Looney said, but he basically said he's going to have to earn our trust back, which is, and he's an instrumental part to that team. People don't realize he's been around for those championship runs as well. So, you know, all in all, I think Draymond has to grow up. Plain and simple. Like you said, going at Kerr during halftime, the whole LeBron incident, getting suspended a game. He just has to grow up.
There's been a track record of outbursts.
You know, I understand he has a chip on his shoulder. He's not the liked out of the big three, but that doesn't mean you have to go around being a bully.
And be the villain. You don't have to be the
But not all the time. Not to your own teammate at that.
That's what I'm saying. Not even that. Be a bully to all your opponents. Punch your opponents. Not your teammates.
No.
Right.
So
especially a guy like Poole who's
up and coming, he's gonna help.
He's emerging.
He's potentially
let's call it like a spade, man. He's emerging as that third option,
and potentially he can carry y'all to, you know, potentially another championship.
Right.
So let's talk about a past teammate and Kevin Durant. And he was asked about the Draymond situation, and in quote, he said, "It's rare. It's been in the league. I've been in the league 16 years, and I've never seen that until the other day on camera. It's very rare that something like that happens. It's none of our business, but it happens to be a part of our daily conversation because we've seen these videos. We all got our opinions, but to be honest, mine don't matter. It is what it is." And then continues to say, "That's not the same situation." Oh, sorry. Let me stop that. He was asked about his past situation with Draymond, with bumping heads, and we all saw that. It was pretty much exchange of words. It wasn't really no hand-to-hand contact. That's just really two teammates heated moment, jabbing at each other. And on that situation, he said, that's not the same situation. Somebody got punched in the face. It's no comparison to that. It was just some words. What me and Draymond did a few years back, that shit happens. I'm going to say that. I'm going to drop that. That shit happens all the time. So it's easy to get through something like that, but I don't know what the situation is like. And I totally agree with KD. Like, this is obviously
it's apples and
super
oranges.
different.
Yeah, apples and oranges.
Yeah,
no hands was being laid on me.
But I just look at Draymond a little different in that because he's been in, not to say I wanted him to punch KD or anything like that, but he's been in the league longer, fairly the same size. It's an intimidation thing. Like I said, you older than Jordan Poole. You're bigger than Jordan Poole.
You expect more from him, bro.
You get no points for that.
He's a bully.
I mean,
the guy has played Team USA basketball. He's been in winning environments. He has rings, right? You would expect a guy that's been in those environments to know how to conduct himself. I know you want to send a message, like you said, be the bruiser to the Celtics, to the Bucks, to the Suns, anybody, but someone that's wearing the same practice jersey as you.
You go to war with him.
It's family and friends. It's open media. This is a light shoot around. This is for the family to come in and see, you know, the team. And he took it too far. We said it all last week. He took it way too far.
Can I make a statement?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like y'all being a bit politically correct, right?
Yeah, I feel like it too.
Because, like, we grew up playing ball and shit like that, right? There's older dudes who may have played overseas, who coach these teams, who are legit psycho about basketball. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I don't think this is far-fetched that a teammate will get into a fight with their teammate just because it's the NBA. Like, we grow up on teams where dudes are beefing with their teammates, legit beefing, neighborhoods beefing with each other, and they have to figure out how to make that work. Draymond said something in his press conference, and he stated that the way that they released the video, there was intention behind it. Because if you look at the video, there's no audio. Of course. So I'm not saying that him laying his hands on anybody is justified. Because it's not justified for anybody to lay their hands on anyone. But do you feel like it's a possibility that Jordan Poole could have said something that could have gotten him over the edge? I did come across an article. I didn't vet it too much. But do you feel like Jordan Poole could have said something, or this could have been something that was bubbling over time that forced him to react like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just think it was something that was over time, like he said, personally. And unfortunately, Jordan Poole, at that time, I guess they were practicing together just based off the video. I don't know anything, no inside source. But just based off that video, you see Steph on the court, you see other players on the court, and you see them off the court, and there's some words going between both of them. And I guess anybody can relate to this. When you're going through something in life and the wrong thing is said, unfortunately, you go red. And that's what happened. He basically, I'm sure at that moment, he cannot recall what he was thinking.
Nah, he blacked out.
He blacked out, and I just think, like I said, with how I grew up, like I said, the way we do it, we gotta shake, we gotta fight. Like
it's either y'all gotta shake or y'all just gotta cut each other ass.
Ain't no,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, from
somebody,
that, yeah.
Do y'all remember the incident with Miritich and Bobby Portis?
Yes, I do. He broke
Basically,
Mirich's jaw.
they got into a fight. He broke his jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, the way the Bulls handled it, which I like, I guess he was suspended, and unfortunately, somebody had to go.
Right.
Because I'm gonna look at you the same. You just clocked me.
But this is
This is a championship team.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a dynasty, as a matter of fact.
At that, and that's one of your instrumental pieces of a dynasty, right? But can we deny Poole's greatness in that finals, in that playoff?
No, hell no,
right?
of course not.
I'm just saying this is how I base it up. With the track record of what he's been doing, that's what I'm saying.
You got to cut the cord.
We're gonna get into Devontae a little bit later, but when you have a track record of doing something, I have to put my foot down sooner or later. I believe if stuff goes unchecked, madness will happen.
That's why he's gonna get shipped out the door.
And to circle back what Marcus said, it couldn't even been what Jordan Poole said, bro. It could just be the whole stigma that the media has just been calling out. Like, you know, I said it all last finals. The dude averages 8, 7, and 7, but he plays a key role. The screens, the intensity, but all that chatter in your ears, the whole offseason, people saying, you know, oh, Jordan Poole's a better option, Wiggins a better defender, Kuminga's on the rise.
Right.
He has a huge chip on his shoulder to prove himself, bro. Right. Because,
not really.
You know, he's like you said, he's not a player that could get you 20.
Ego.
But he got to work on himself, man. And he got to look in the mirror and be like, yo, if my threes ain't falling, how else can I help this team? Because I'm not the scorer that I once was.
But he does, though. But it had to be ego thing.
Ego, image, you know, as Draymond, he has to prove himself. Like you just said.
But I mean,
himself. That's why.
If that's the case, I can't see that because he's literally the heart and soul and the bruiser for that team.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, if he's not there, that team just loses all its toughness. They're not intimidating anybody. Like, I mean, granted, with those three psychologically,
they still have the skillful players. But I mean, I see what you mean, though.
The physicality he imposes on opponents.
He wins certain games.
Yes,
by that stuff that's not showing in the box score.
Game 2, I have the messages when y'all was texting me.
Yeah.
Like, why is he playing football on a basketball court?
Facts.
But he was wild in that game.
If that was never implemented, the Warriors probably would never win that game.
But do that to the opponent.
No, we totally get that. It's just
J. Poole.
Draymond, we all owe a project. Everybody got stuff to work on. It's just, you know, we handle things better. We learn from this. So it's the beauty in sports, like I said, I love about it. This is his time for redemption.
I think the most unfortunate part about it is that they said they were really cool. Like his locker, his locker is right next to his. So that shows you that they have some type of bond. So that's the unfortunate thing. You never see.
I want to add in too. I was watching Jalen, Jacoby, shout out to them.
Facts. The Podfathers.
Yeah, we love. I enjoy watching y'all videos, but Jalen had sparked a key thing in saying, like, visually, what, like, after say Poole hits a shot, and then maybe, I don't know, it was assisted by Steph. Does Draymond come back down the court and give him a high five, or are they mixing and mingling in the huddles and things like little things like that? Are they showing that
it's a little too deep? I mean, but I know I see where he's going.
But
yeah,
are we going to pay attention to that?
We are. We're going to highlight that. But it's a perfect segue what we're about to get into next about Mr. Brick.
Absolutely.
Basically, at the end of the day, this is your job and you got to be a professional.
Right. I agree.
So once you step into that place, when you step into that realm, so when we come in here and when we go to work every day, you leave that mess, whatever it is, at the door.
Facts.
Handle your business.
You do not bring your stuff from home to work, bro.
Do not.
It's a clean slate. We all on the same team.
Right.
I hope that people, you know, media got to do their job. They got to make this.
Yeah, they got to sell it.
Make this toxic. Make it something.
You got to talk.
But
talk about it.
For them, ignore the noise. It's just noise.
Yeah,
do what you got to do.
I think Jalen's trying to stir up a little.
No. He's giving insight.
But it's key. It's something to look for.
As a pro, he'll catch on to stuff like that.
Because trusting the words of the media.
It would be weird. He's going crazy.
I think it's just weirder now. The whole world saw it, bro.
No, video changes everything.
It does.
It does.
So,
because that stays within the locker room. So obviously Steph is gonna be like, all right, I know last week y'all got into a little scrap. I'm gonna be extra nice to Jordan today.
Right.
Like, let me make sure how Draymond's do. But now the whole NBA universe has seen that footage.
Trae Young talking about,
and you already know the trash talking is gonna be insane.
Oh yeah,
like,
stop playing before I get Draymond to deck you.
Exactly. So is Poole ready for that?
Come on, be like, oh, you ain't gonna do that when Draymond did it. So this is gonna help the psyche.
Like Draymond
this is gonna help the psyche for him. Mental toughness.
And that's the
mental toughness.
The downfall of why you don't put your hands on your
teammates.
I
mean, this is you can tell with the video because we initially got the report.
We had no idea.
No video.
We actually had to predict what happened.
Yeah. So now we're
cleaning it up right now. Well,
But-
we want to go into more of a guy.
I hope the relationship does get fixed, though.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Obviously,
I hope so too.
Obviously, it's
I
for the
hope so.
betterment of the team.
Yeah,
But
for the sport.
We're gonna move over to LA. All right, a little bit more drama, so to
boy.
speak, in the social media verse.
This is
all
nothing.
right.
This is nothing, man.
Westbrook, my guy. Not my guy, but the guy who was the guy, but more so not is the guy anymore.
Oh my God, bro.
The media is painting a picture of him being the bad guy. All right, we seen just recently in a couple of videos his last preseason game, during a foul shot, before the foul shot, Pat Bev calling everybody to get a little discussion in. Westbrook's on the side on his knees, waiting for the free throw. Is kind of ignoring his teammates. Also, they try to separate his ritual in the beginning of the game where he's on the bench, getting undressed or whatever, getting putting on his jersey and his shorts, while the rest of the team still has their warm ups on, kind of like getting riled up. So I don't know. I'm assuming
It's nothing.
he said in his press conference that that's his ritual every day. I mean, every time, before a
Yes,
game.
it
It's
is.
nothing new. This is something old. It's just that the media is just got the camera in a certain way that it's showing me is showing like I am selfish and I am not a part of this team. So, I mean, I got a hypothetical question for you guys out there and for you, for Mike and Ali. You're an all-star / superstar, all right? But your play isn't up to the standard where it's supposed to be. I mean, it happens to all of us. You get into a slump, right? Do you feed your ego and continue to play terrible because you're about to get shipped out of there, whichever team you're at? Or do you adapt? Do you play well to increase your trade stock and play good basketball?
Question is, if I want to be there, then I'm gonna buy in.
Okay.
If you want to be there, you're gonna sacrifice. You're gonna look yourself in the mirror and make the sacrifice and the change to potentially reach a higher goal. But from my perspective, just watching from the outside, it's just he is who he is. We've seen there's been superstars. The one I compare him to is AI. That unfortunately they don't want to let go of who they were at a certain time frame. Coming from an MVP, multiple time All-Star, all NBA teams, it's you got to swallow that pride to say, hey, now I have to come off the bench, or now my role is not the same with the ball in my hand. I mean, what do I know about it? Like I said, as far as no credentials, but I just think no matter what field that you're in, I just think sometimes you have to sacrifice. It's what I believe is on any team that you're going to be on, you have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
So
you gotta
for
be able
the
to
greater
buy
good.
in.
Yeah.
You got to be able to buy in, plain and simple. I think the organization and the media has tried to paint this circus around Russ, whereas obviously his play has declined, but I still think as a teammate, as a player, he's still the same guy.
Yeah, you never heard bad things about him as a teammate.
I've never heard anything negative. And you look at the guys that they brought in. Obviously, he's played with Dennis at OKC before. He and Pat Bev have had their run-ins, but it seems like they've kind of squashed that. The first day Pat Bev was in the building, they were dapping up, confident. So I just think the media is trying to portray him as someone that he's not. It does help that, he turns the ball over and he's not shooting too well. But like you said, that's just natural declining.
And
That
that's
has nothing to do with his personality, who he is as a person. He's just
Right.
naturally not the shooter he once was. He's not the athlete that he once was. He's getting older, a lot of mileage. So
I want to add on that too.
but in terms of that video, the full clip was
the
them being
optics.
introduced as
Yeah.
the starting five. So
Yeah.
after they got introduced, he ran to the side, took off his shirt, he's getting ready to play. He doesn't have to be in every single huddle. You know what I mean? There's been plenty of times that I've seen players kind of casually just, 1, 2, 3 break. It's not the end of the world. And on that Pat Bev clip, the camera didn't show it. He's talking to the ref about the call. So he could not get into the huddle because he was chatting with the ref on the side.
Yeah.
You could not see it because ESPN just cut that angle of Bev trying to
Gotta sell tickets.
rally the troops. So,
Right. So
in this case, I think he handled it correctly. I'm not going to second guess who he is as a player. I know who he is as a individual role model, and I just think the media needs to cut him a break, man. This is rubbish. This is preseason, man.
all perspective. It's the perspective.
They're practicing for what they're about to give y'all.
Perspective.
I mean, it doesn't help that he has tons of trade rumors behind him, but to your point, you got to buy in because you want to buy in.
Right.
So if he feels like he's a part of the Lakers' long-term plans, I'll buy in. But if I feel like I'm just showcasing my talent so I could go to Indiana in 12 games, maybe I don't want to buy into that, So,
Well, I mean, don't you want to play well? Isn't it playing well, buying in a sense?
so in this case, if he plays well, it kind of is not, because they're going to go to Indiana and be like, look, after 7 games, he's averaging 18 points, this and no, better turnover, better 3-point percentage. Let's get him for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Whereas if he plays bad, no other team is going to want to trade for him. And unfortunately, LA is stuck with his contract for one more year. So it's a lose-lose for him. If he plays well, he's going to get traded. If he plays bad, the media is going to kill him. So he's kind of stuck in a tough place, in my opinion, though.
Honestly, I would play well for me. I will play well for my career and my well-being and just me loving the game of basketball. But I just want to like show like perspective from an athlete. He's going through his slump, right? Had a bad year last year. We all know statistically not shooting well, poor decision making, right? But now, obviously, like I said, from the perspective of an athlete, I'm on the Lakers. I see them sign Pat Bev. I see them bring in
none.
None. And none is there. Schroeder is picked up. Walker. So I'm like sitting there home like, damn, you know these athletes are human. You know they're thinking about these things that we're thinking too as well. Damn, they're signing on these guards. I didn't play well last year. I'm getting older. Right? And now I'm like, this is kind of like a lot of pressure for me this year to show my value. So it's like a lot of psyche going on. Then also, too, you have the media painting me one way.
I think that's
when
the
I'm
biggest
not,
denominator.
Right. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to play well, but also the media is bringing me down. Right. So it's a tough, it's tough. Like you got so many perspectives. You got so many people looking at you and paying attention to you. There's so much that you can do for yourself. But what can Westbrook do?
Right.
Is
And,
play
and
well.
to chime in even more on what you said, you bringing in guys like Lonnie Walker, they probably looked up to Russ.
Right.
So you want to set that precedent for them. Like, hey, man, I've been in the league for X amount of years. This is how I take care of my body. This is how I practice. So, but while doing that, like you said, you're going through trade rumors. The media is killing you. So it's a tough position to be in, without a doubt. I think if whether or not he was on this roster or not, they still would have brought in all those young guards because that's something that they needed. They needed someone else to create a shot. That's always been their problem. So,
Yeah, 4 guards.
Yeah, but bro, look at last year's setup, right? Y'all said it. LeBron was the point guard. Who else could really handle the ball?
LeBron's your only point
and
guard.
then Reeves also
guards.
handled the ball too, so that's 6.
Even if you have
6 guards.
6 guards.
So even if you have these guards, no matter what, LeBron is your point guard. No matter what.
All right. And they went small last night. They went with Russ, Bev, AD, Walker, and LeBron.
Why does Russ playing well ultimately lead to a trade?
Right.
Like if we start off, let's say we start off the season 10-2.
Whoa.
And Russ is
6-4.
Let's say we start off the season 10-2, right?
Uh-huh.
We start off the season 10-2.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's clicking, gelling. Russ bought in.
Mm-hmm.
His trade value has increased.
Yeah.
But the team is flowing. The chemistry is flowing.
Yeah.
Why mess that up if we started off well? Darvin Ham is saying that, yo, I'm an advocate for Russ. Everybody is saying that they support Russ. Why does it ultimately have to lead to him being traded? The only reason why he should be traded is if he doesn't contribute to their success.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So the reason why they're going to trade him is because his stock is increasing. Because right now they could have pulled the trigger for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, but Indiana is not convinced. They want those unprotected first-round picks. But like you said, 12 games into the season, if Russ is averaging 21, 8, and 7, okay, maybe we could pair him with Halliburton. We could pair him with some of the young players that we have because it seems like a better fit.
Smoke and mirrors.
To me,
Let me hold on.
can I answer that? I just answer that real quickly.
Go ahead.
It makes sense on both sides. So when you trade just Indiana and the Lakers, when you trade Russell Westbrook for both teams, you get an expiring contract move for a team that's potentially rebuilding. And now for potentially getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner to the Lakers, you get another shooter for LeBron. You get 2 shooters in Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, and you potentially get a okay shot blocker in Miles Turner as well.
He led the league in blocks last year.
Excuse me, you get a legit rim protector, and you get basically another 2 shooters for LeBron. So to me, that makes the most sense. That's how you're supposed to, like any successful LeBron team, you need him with a whole bunch of shooters. So that's why that's where they're feeding for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner.
Including
even though
the
I'm like
stretch
Indiana,
big.
you can trade those 2 guys to any other team.
Yeah.
Right.
So So
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the power of the media. I feel
Right,
like they built
right.
the media.
They're
built
pumping
up,
that, yeah.
They built up Buddy Hill and
Miles
Miles
Turner.
Turner, their stock, because in reality, why they ain't on no other team?
exactly.
You understand?
They're role
Buddy
players.
Hill ain't really do anything for the Kings.
Yeah.
They ain't get to the playoffs.
Nope.
Indiana was in the playoffs when. So, like, in comparison to somebody who's a bona fide Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
this is all is narrative
Yeah.
and it's storyline driven.
But
100%.
It
he's
doesn't necessarily-
facing it every day.
So,
though.
He is, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that
So-
those two are the answer to our
right
team.
to success. But I think it fits the best because that's like any LeBron successful team. He needs those shooters so he can drive, kick it out.
Like I said, you got 6-point guards, so
Yeah.
now you lose a guard and you get back a solid wing and big. So
Yeah. So I mean that's one thing. And like I said, Indiana also gets an expiring contract for a rebuilding team for the future. So
and Russ will do good in Indiana.
I mean,
You
yeah,
know,
he can-
plays well on bad teams.
he can go
you know
back
what
to
I
Mr.
mean?
Triple
Like,
Double
Yeah,
and solidifying himself, just like Tom Brady by making it hard for the next guy to try to get the triple double record. Because we all throw Oscar Robertson. I honestly, when I saw that number, I was like, nobody's catching that. Here comes Russell Westbrook.
So yeah, we're not. The media is trying their hardest to burn those tapes.
Yeah.
They don't want people to believe that Westbrook was a good player in this generation. But
It definitely was.
bro,
we
undeniably,
all
like
know.
you said,
We all
Hall
know.
of Famer. We all remember the Mohawk
all
days,
know.
Mohawk Russ,
We're gonna look
jumping
back.
out the gym, mid-range cotton shot.
We're gonna,
Facts.
Yeah.
we're gonna look back
Exactly.
the same way. Think about it. It was a point in time where I loved Allen Iverson, but they trashed Allen Iverson because of the braids, his swag, how he,
Yeah.
how he spoke and how he just went about his life.
Mm-hmm.
To now, we praise him. We look at him. You think he's a pioneer for everything that he's done. So that you hate him now. The greatest quote I ever heard. Batman, y'all. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Right.
So
And what I was gonna say is you can't fight Father Time. So
I
we've
mean-
we've seen everybody.
yeah, but I'm just talking about all what he's contributed to the game.
Yeah.
We're not gonna cherish Russell
I mean,
Westbrook till
because
later.
we'll move on to NFL, but a couple names that come to mind for me, right? You said AI.
Mhm.
We all know how Melo in that situation with the Rockets. I remember D Wade in that Cleveland team where it was just, what are we doing here? Like, we're just plucking up guys that used to be all-stars. So,
Yeah.
they got to look in the mirror themselves and be like, yo, I'm not the same basketball player I was when I got drafted. But some guys become good role players. You know what I'm saying? Look at Blake Griffin.
Iguodala.
He was jumping out the gym on that Lob City team.
Melo.
He's been on multiple rosters because he knows I'm not healthy enough to play a whole season as the number one guy. I'm gonna join any team that
Andre
I can.
Iguodala. Perfect example.
Melo.
But you gotta
I
prove
respect Melo's name.
to people that you could be a Swiss Army knife in terms of,
Come
all
on.
right, either I play 3 minutes or I play 31 minutes. Whatever
Still
role I have,
contribute.
I'm gonna just go out and contribute. I think for Westbrook, it's just like, nah, I'm still Mr. Triple Double. I'm still the king, and it's hard. He's in his hometown. He wants to show out so badly.
Should have went to the Clippers.
That would have been a better fit.
Yeah.
And he has experience playing with PG.
Yeah. And I mean, I think Ty Lue probably would have got to him too. Instead of, I don't think Frank
I think
Vogel.
Ham has put some confidence into him, though.
Yeah, but I think Ty Lue would have definitely handled the media and him
Better than Frank Vogel did.
Hell yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Vogel got tricked into them answers.
Come
saying
on.
He should bench him.
Respectfully. Hey, time will tell.
Well,
At the end of the day, we'll find out
Yeah, they
what's
ain't going.
what.
They ain't starting 10-2 though.
Ooh. We'll find out what's
Gotta
what
get
once
that
this NBA
schedule,
season
brother.
start. All right, and we'll see how Westbrook is playing in a couple weeks.
Good luck to him and
Um,
everything that he does.
Yo, fella, let's move on to the gridiron. Let's get to the green. All right, let's get to a certain pack of people who love their egos. All right,
He's
and
talking hot.
got money in their pocket. Right,
Wow. He said this?
yo, we're gonna move on
They
to
can't. He's an owner. He's an NFL owner.
Yes,
Okay.
an NFL owner. Okay,
Listen, he owns a team.
he's privileged.
If y'all know who we're talking about, is it Zack Snyder?
Daniel
Yo,
Snyder.
Daniel Snyder. I'm sorry.
Damn, you got my.
My fault. Daniel Snyder. No, Zack Snyder. I said it again. Zack Snyder, right?
Daniel Snyder.
It's
Oh, Daniel Snyder.
It's
Oh,
Dan-
it is. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Who's Zach? Who the hell is Zack Snyder?
I
Nah. Daniel Snyder, the owner of the Washington football team / Commanders,
Mhm.
and
Redskins.
before they were the Redskins. Unfortunately, there's been, he came out and told the media and everybody else that he's Mr. Untouchable. Nobody can, I'm paraphrasing here, but nobody can mess with him because the dirt he has on other owners.
He said, "I'm him." Relax.
basically.
He
So there's an
referred to the NFL as a mafia.
because it is, man. The way they run that,
Oh, big time.
Hold
businesses.
on. Let's say his quotes.
nah, it's a good
He
old
said-
boy.
To the other owners, they can't F with me. The NFL is a mafia. All owners hate each other. All right. And then we have one veteran owner, no name, says that's not true. All the owners hate Dan.
He's smart. He's smart for going anonymous right there.
Yeah.
Play the long card.
I've always believed there's an ugly underbelly. I mean, in any business, but I just feel like with the NFL, like I don't feel this way with the NBA.
Dirty.
I just feel like with the NFL, it's really a ugly underbelly how they go about things. Don't get me started on non-guaranteed contracts. Like for you have that many people on a roster to potentially sacrifice their brain and then their body, and to be just let go because of availability. That never sat right with me anyway. But that's another topic.
Disgusting.
But for some of the stuff that the players get dragged and just basically have their whole lives changed. Unfortunately, these guys get away with it every day.
I mean,
just because of the powers that be. Granted, you got billions of dollars, you're bringing a lot to that city.
I'm about to get into that. So this guy has been ducking the fade.
Come on now, come on.
He's been on his mega yacht, which is entitled the Lady S. Snyder. He's
I
been
wonder
on
where,
private
overseas.
yachts near Sicily, Portofino, for the most part.
He's trying to bob and weave.
And yeah, he's really trying to avoid U.S. waters right now. He got to meet with the government, y'all. That's how bad that workplace was.
Yeah.
Just to paint the picture for y'all. And I said it off camera. There are two type of people. Once they go down, they either squeal or they take it like a man. And he is squealing like a motherfucker
He's singing.
right
He's
now.
singing.
He is singing.
He's singing.
He's trying to throw dirt on everybody.
He got Popeyes, McDonald's.
Yeah.
He got Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
he has coffee. He has all of that.
He trying to throw everybody under the bus. So
I mean, thank you. At the same time, thank you. We need we need
I wanna
whoever's
see
not for helping and progressing. We need them out of here. It's that
but the
simple.
thing is, though, people like him, right? Like, I wouldn't necessarily put him on a pedestal, but
Hell no.
to be an owner of an NFL team, you don't mean nothing to me.
What?
In terms of like ducking and dodging the law, put him on a higher standard. Like this is every major corporation.
Yeah, 100%. That's how it's run.
It just happens to be the NFL.
Yeah.
We're speaking in black and white here, but in terms of any major corporation,
They
they're
all
not the
like
best
this.
people.
Yeah,
They're all like this.
They all feel they're above the law and they can do and say whatever they want. But let me tell you something. That's over. It's over for that. We got rid of Robert Sarver, Daniel Snyder.
It's the beginning.
Wait until we start swimming. We're going to get to that boat.
This is crazy.
And
though.
more context too. This is stemming from the whole situation with Gruden.
Not even before that. Like,
Even before
he
that.
has a track record. Unfortunately, there was a sexual harassment case with the females.
All these skeletons are being
staffers.
exposed.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, he was tied to that John Gruden, but for some reason, racism always popping up. And then he's always been, unfortunately, in the headlines for bad
You know what
things.
Dan doing? Shed a light on him.
Right.
Shine a light on him.
And they're shining on himself, too.
One time. Let me see
Right.
one time.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Man.
It's ugly.
Hey. Oh,
It's
my
the
bad.
business.
Yeah.
Question for y'all. What should the NFL do about this?
They're going to try.
Because usually like in the
they're
NBA,
They're going
when
to silence him.
they come together. That's why I love the NBA. They come together and we get some change.
This stuff is
They
nasty.
coming
y'all.
together?
No.
This stuff is
No.
nasty.
The good old boy league, no.
I mean, former
Hell no.
cheerleaders are stepping out saying that he was
He
rubbing
was
on them
wildin'.
during dinner.
He was wilding.
Try to get in a limo afterwards. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
understand when you have. Sorry to get off topic, but when you have money, why is it that like people like older men? I don't. Besides color,
Yeah.
older men get all rapey. What's going on?
Let's go back to
The
what
world
Dave,
is there.
Why is
No,
it
no,
so?
Dave-
Hold on.
They're not on this
Dave
planet.
Chappelle said one of the greatest lines ever.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna use that word.
It's
but
disturbing.
they should never give you motherfuckers money.
Yeah.
Something about when y'all got that, it just
I mean, this is stuff from 2009.
emotional damage.
Yeah. You know,
This is.
Oh my goodness.
Snyder
when-
sexually harassed and assaulted her was led to the team paying her $1.6 million in exchange for.
Hush.
So motherfuckers,
NDA.
they just
And this
think
is
they
back
really
in
untouchable.
09, you getting
That's what I'm
1.6
saying.
million.
This guy, he has a track record of what he's been
So-
doing. He's still an owner.
You think he Jesus? He's untouchable, bro.
He got money, boy.
When you get money,
That's what it.
he said they should have never gave you motherfuckers money.
That's what it's all about.
That's it.
Unfortunately, it makes the world go round, allows sickos like this to still have
Get
jobs.
away with it. Hey, listen, I paid you $1 million. Be quiet.
It's nasty
That's
work.
crazy.
Nasty work. All right,
Crazy. Like I said, it's an underbelly in this, and I think in that company that is really, really ugly. Like, no, I mean, every now and then, Robert Kraft, I understand his situation. He was a good. Nah, I don't understand, but like,
shed the light on
I
him.
can get it.
Nah, he was.
I
Shed
can
the
get
light
it.
on him. Come on.
I can get it.
Robert.
I can get it.
Robert was doing a lot of them.
He went to a
weekends,
brothel,
boy.
bro. What's up?
Nah, man.
What? What's
Nah.
wrong going to a? I'm not saying I'm going, but I'm just saying it
It's
happened.
about character, Ali.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, he's single.
Is that the man that you want as owner of the New England Patriots?
He was keeping it on the low until somebody started snitching.
6 rings.
Exactly.
All right. Now we getting crazy.
How many championships does Snyder have?
No.
But I'm not saying you can get away with it because of championships. But
regardless, you're still a dirtbag.
He's not harming people. He's not harming anybody.
Hey, you don't know where he got his closet.
Somewhere. That's what it sounds
Hopefully
like.
not.
Well, whatever Snyder knows is definitely dangerous for everybody.
You definitely gonna catch Soffer on the tennis court sooner or later. What they did to you, man? 10 million? Nothing. Come on, boat, bro.
Right,
I've
literally.
been ducking the feds all summer,
bro. Literally, they did. So I mean, God bless them. Whatever the NFL does, I think, like you said, since 2009.
God bless what?
And that's the only thing that's been reported, bro. So he's probably had tons of other cases that have been thrown under the rug.
The New York Times did a special investigation into that team. Yeah. Like, when you get caught by New York Times, they got something.
WikiLeaks.
I mean,
hey, let's move on, man. Let's get off this topic with these owners.
Get this man out the NFL.
A lot of them are weird. They're weird. Y'all are weird.
Weirdos.
Weird. Stop this. All right.
Emotional damage.
Wendy's.
Let's.
And I'm looking at the camera too.
The title of this next topic is called, from my guy AD over there, "The Push That Hurt the World." Man, I called it a quick come up because this guy is bugging. He's wilding. Messing with my man Devontae Adams.
Why? This is where you got the Ryan from, bro.
Yeah.
This is not my man Devontae Adams. He's a good guy. You know, he does great things for off the field and on the field. Unfortunately, all right, after a bad loss, and this loss was on you, and I know it.
Wasn't
on
him.
Definitely.
It was not on him. I'm sorry.
How was it not? All right, let's pause this right now.
If a smart coach would have just kicked the field goal with 4.5 minutes left, we would not be trying to go for it.
So, yes, it's on the coach, but also it's on Devontae Adams. Why are you releasing on the inside? If you know that Renfro is running an out, a 10-yard, 15-yard out, you cannot release inside.
I think things would have been a little bit different if they just would have tied the game. They would have been comfortable going into
overtime. It would have been different.
Yeah. So that play probably would have never happened.
But it's still potential, though.
Yeah.
It's still potential regardless. And we're talking potential.
Wait, I'm sorry. What are we talking about? The Raiders here?
Talking about the Raiders and Chiefs.
Yes, we're talking about the Raiders.
Ben told y'all they hot garbage.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They
Because
just
y'all almost lost.
Facts.
Hot garbage.
If a guy had a brain, instead of going for 4, if you had 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, you could have tied it.
It would have been a tie game.
17-zip lead. You can't blow that in Arrowhead, man.
Yes, you can. Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Derek Carr showed me how to.
Mahomes, no. Do you know what happened with Mahomes against the Texans when they spotted him 24 points?
My guy had 4 touchdowns.
They do that. The Chiefs spot you points and say, all right, now we're going to catch up.
It's on my Travis Kelce too. Sorry.
Yeah.
4 of them things.
The Chiefs always spot the team. All right, how much you need? 20? We got y'all. It's halftime. We catching up.
Well, listen, details. If you my football guys out there, whoever's watching film, coaches, you're a fan of the game.
He's blaming
know that Devontae Adams released the wrong way. And you know he was frustrated when he walked off that field because he knew.
He was frustrated at himself.
He knew.
Yeah. But I think that extra point, though, bro.
Yeah, extra point. Absolutely. I was in here yelling, kick the field goal, take the points.
Also, before that drive, Kansas City was ready to punt the ball.
And the damn penalty. Absolutely. Shooting them in the effing foot.
So
that is coaching. That is coaching.
X's and O's falls to coaching.
Unfortunately. I've been trying to tell you this.
Sometimes it does, but sometimes you got mofos that are just undisciplined and lose their head on the
too,
field,
but
bro.
I know one guy I could not blame, and that's Josh Jacobs.
That's the worst Bill Belichick
y'all need
disciple.
to pay him. Okay.
They do.
Las Vegas.
We get a little lost sidetrack about it.
Sorry. Pay him.
But yes.
Devontae Adams, after the frustration, he pushed
Ryan Zeppeli.
Ryan
Zeppeli, a freelance photographer, while leaving the field
get that money, Ryan.
after the game.
He don't got no affiliation with like the Zeppelis that are actually made in pizzerias?
I don't know.
Zeppeli, bro.
Oh, Zeppeli.
Not a Zeppoli.
If he did, he would not be trying to get little pennies from Devontae Adams.
I thought he was
so it says here, my son had suffered concussion, headache, and some whiplash.
He got trucked.
I ain't gonna lie, his Converse was in the air, bro. His Converse was dead in the air. It was dead in the air.
That was a commercial. All you see is like he left the whole frame.
And all you saw was a little star on the side of the shoe.
Converse.
Yo, DC, your boy wildin', man.
Now it was a lot of frustration.
Watch the video.
I know not playing with Aaron Rodgers is frustrating.
What word for the media?
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Feeding into
what happened
this.
What happened to that camera? Like when he got pushing at that stick, that whole camera.
That shit flew, bro.
Oh damn.
Listen, don't walk across me. You see me walking.
I get that too.
Like
legit,
that,
but you don't
I'm walking,
push the man.
and he walked this close to me.
It's like I just lost. I made a bonehead play. I'm mad at myself.
Bro, he ain't walk up to him.
And you want to walk this way?
He ain't walk up to him like, yo, can you get a comment?
Nah, he cut me off though.
Bro,
he cut me off. You from New York, bro?
Wait, time out.
Let him walk, bro.
How we going crazy on Draymond, but dude walk in front of him?
Mm-hmm.
No affiliation to the team. This is a professional football player.
Yeah.
All right. Control your emotions.
Nah, he
dog.
can't.
Control your
No,
emotions.
no, bro.
With everything
Come
that
on.
just happened, that's what I'm saying. It was
Bro,
a
come
build
on.
up.
Okay, so then have the same remorse and empathy for
We don't
Draymond.
know. We don't know the fans
I
is yelling
do.
at him walking out.
His knees ain't buckle.
I do.
That's what you do. You
The
get paid to
photographer
do
needs
this.
ain't buckle.
I
Listen,
do.
if
If
you-
Draymond would have pushed Poole back the same way Poole pushed him, then yeah, we'd have shoved him.
I mean,
at.
Draymond did push him.
All around, just control yourself, dog. Don't
Nah.
leave yourself susceptible to a lawsuit. Because if I'm a regular person and you put your hands on me, I can't sit here and fight you on national TV. I'm getting my money.
Oh, now we getting shaking.
Man,
then I'm
listen.
getting my money.
This is real petty.
but-
Zebley, real petty.
He hurt me.
For a high level than that, we, as in we, the culture and black people, we have to be better
Yeah,
in controlling our emotions.
I'm
Don't-
tired
tough.
of have to be controlled and all that, man. Let me be me.
We gotta pay for it.
I mean,
Bro,
in this
I
case,
know,
in this case
but
though,
damn,
We gotta pay for it.
Damn.
I get it, but at the end of the day, we paying for it.
I'm emotional.
All right,
I get
so
emotional
I
sometimes,
get it, but
man.
we still gotta
Hear
pay
me
for
Listen,
out,
it.
fellas. Hear
walk
me out.
across me like that.
We
Hear me
still
out,
gotta pay
fellas.
for it.
we all know at the end of the game, right? It's like a mad dash. You got
Right.
guys that don't play on the field. You got cheerleaders. You got media. I think him being that close to like the exit played a role in Devontae being like, yo, like I'm damn near in the tunnel. Why is this guy in my vicinity?
And you cut me off.
And I agree
That's
with
what I'm
that.
saying.
But to all the other guys, when you was trying to make your way to the tunnel that got in front of you, you didn't push them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they work for the team.
Yeah, but this is a freelance photographer, bro.
Bro, no. Do not
He's
walk across me this close, bro.
credentialed media
Do
member.
not
No, he's
walk
not.
across me that close.
He had credentials, bro. How else was he on the field?
I'm just saying,
No
bro,
credentials.
It happened.
He had credentials.
It happened,
right?
man, quick. It happened, man, quick, bro.
Time out.
Come
I'm just
on,
saying,
bro.
it happened super
Say,
quick.
all right, so say for example,
Boom.
I'm painting a picture.
Don't
here.
ask me.
We finally
I'm
get
the
access.
wrong one to ask.
We finally get access to Giants Stadium,
Yeah.
right? We out there, we chilling. Yeah, Saquon.
Uh-huh.
The Giants lose to a field goal.
Uh-huh.
We see
Daniel Jones push me?
Saquon.
All
No,
right,
he won't
all
push
right.
anybody. He's a good guy.
Okay, yo, that motherfucker.
We see the 235-pound Saquon Barkley walk into the tunnel.
Right.
We decide to walk up on him. He decks DC.
We jumping him.
Why you gotta check me?
we got jumping right on cue.
First
Sorry,
of all,
Saquon.
You said you tired of being caged in.
Right.
You tired of being
We
caged in.
gotta jump him.
He puts the balls on DC.
We gotta jump him.
What's happening?
We
First
jumping
of
him.
all, I'm
What's
not
happening?
walking up to the man. I'm not doing it.
Hypothetical
I
situation.
can see
We gotta
right from
jump him.
afar.
Bro,
Listen,
he put the paws on a freelance photographer, bro. Come
that
on.
walked extremely close to
Come
him,
on,
bro.
bruh.
I
That
just
walked
think-
extremely close.
I just
to him.
think, yeah.
He might be working a 9 to 5 at Arby's right now.
Bro,
But I'm just not like, I'm not crossing somebody. I get it.
Hey,
It's the end
Ryan,
of
were
the
you
game.
the guy that got shoved by Devontae?
But I'm not crossing the white path like that. Being from New York is just how you need to know how to move, maneuver, and walk.
Isn't he a photographer?
Yeah,
Why are you not taking pictures?
right.
He
No, I
was
think
trying
he
to get a
was.
better
on?
position.
I think he was too.
He was trying to get the money shot. He was trying to.
No,
he was trying to get
he
the
was trying to get
shot.
the money shot from there.
He
You
was
had to
trying
walk
to
across
he was
him.
trying to catch the winners.
Oh, Dave Chappelle, you too close, man. You too close.
Yo,
you too close.
bro.
You just shoved him.
Nah.
This is petty.
We just gotta
I
be
don't
better.
like it.
Nah, I
We
agree
gotta
with
be better
y'all.
'cause
I mean,
he's-
I don't agree with the action, but I think him getting a misdemeanor is kind of
Yeah,
bogus.
I mean, he just got paid, so that's nothing.
Zebley trying to get his coins up. We all,
I mean, have
we
we
all
ever
know.
seen any interactions between? Or we seen fans and players get into it?
Nah, fans be wild.
Granted,
Fans
these
be
people
starting
that
All
be-
right, so Ron Artest, perfect example.
That's not a perfect
Palace of
example.
Auburn Hills.
That's not a perfect example.
That's not a good example.
No, hell no.
I'll be wrong on test.
What I was
You be Ron Artest.
What I can
Choose the
say is the
violence.
guys on the sidelines, granted, during the game, they be getting bodied. Do y'all pay attention?
Yes.
The sound dudes and the camera dudes be getting
They be holding
bodied.
the heaters and they be
Absolutely.
like this.
Getting
it-
cracked.
Yeah, so it's
Some
a
of them are-
physical game.
Bro, some of them are very unathletic to get out the damn way.
Yeah, nah.
Come on,
But
come on.
granted, he should have timed his walking by better.
I mean, so what's the
Y'all are
outcome?
crazy.
What's the
Thank you.
outcome of this?
Thank
thing?
Listen,
you.
Mark, I'm from New York, bro. You
Thank
gonna
you.
you cross
Aight,
me,
aight.
you gonna hear me suck my teeth and probably look at you like, what you trying to do, man?
But bro, so he's gonna have to go to court in Kansas City now.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
I'm
But I'm paying that fine. That's nothing. He just got paid. That's nothing. The most is gonna be a
When do
court.
the Raiders play the Chiefs next year? So you got to go to. He probably can't play in that game.
No, he's already gonna do no
What if
contest.
he file a restraining order?
All right.
I'm finding that man. I'm going.
Listen, if I'm Devontae,
that's
He's gonna pay the
sign
fine.
cleats,
No.
Come
Relax.
out to
relax,
Las Vegas,
relax,
bro.
Relax.
Sit in the
relax,
box.
Relax.
get dinner,
Relax.
and that's it.
Relax.
no bueno.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
He has access to NFL stuff. You on the field with us.
Yeah.
But
Here's
nah, give him a pair of sign cleats,
here's your
bro.
medical expenses, and I wish you nothing
Oh
but the
yeah,
best.
from the whiplash and
Right.
the concussion.
Exactly.
He landed on his back. I don't know how you get a concussion landing on your butt.
Bro, can we go to more controversy? Also, Adam sent an apology. All right, so
yeah, he's a good guy, bro.
Hopefully that
We're joking, yo. Get your
clears
Zeppo leads, man. Get that money.
Yeah, he had whiplash and headache, bro.
Let's go to
Hey,
more.
somebody just push you out of nowhere. Think about it,
Bro.
It's always unexpected hits. Always hurt. I'm just saying. You ever ran to a screen?
I see what you mean.
You ever
though.
ran
I
to a
see
screen?
what
You didn't see it?
First of all, he saw that. He saw that shit.
No. He was like,
Obviously, he did it
He
because he
saw that
cut
shit.
him
He
off.
did that shit.
he was like, no. He was thinking to this. I can make this shit. Holding
Bro.
that camera, and he tried.
We all got peripherals, bro.
Some people's shit is bad.
No,
They should be
Don't
like
tell
this.
me that. He saw him.
Like I said, man,
bad
the
decision.
end of the
He saw him.
football game, if
He
the
saw him.
NFL does want to intervene, they'll have everybody on the field at the end of the game, bro. Direct the play. Because in basketball, all right, yo, catch you going to Dre's, all right.
Where's
That's
security
it.
at? Security.
Yeah.
It was behind him.
But you got to take it to account. He is heated. He
Yeah.
did lose on a 4th and 1.
We got to be better.
You know,
We
he
gotta
was
be
on
better.
the turf.
We
Renfro
always gotta
ran
be
into
better.
him.
Yeah, because we the best.
When's it gonna stop?
I mean,
When everybody get to that level.
get well soon, Mr. Zebley. You
Man.
know, your bank account going to be looking pretty good in a couple
Nah,
months.
That's that.
We'll
Just
keep
your
up with
medical
it,
bills.
man.
That's that. I ain't give you a dime at medical bills.
But-
That's it.
Can we move on to
Yeah, I
these
was about to
zebras?
say, man.
Let's get to these zebras.
I ain't never want to talk
The
about
zebras. All right, these
Waste
refs.
of time.
These refs been wilding in the NFL. All right, these we had some controversial roughing the passer calls this past weekend.
Oh, my
All right, and
goodness.
these
Terrible.
what was the game? This game.
Tom Brady against the
Give
Falcons.
context.
Tom Brady.
It always starts with him.
Hold on. Okay, it starts with
Yeah,
him.
it
Yes.
starts with the pillar,
So in the Tom Brady game,
the poster
in
child of QB
Tampa
safety.
Bay, and also in the game we just spoke about
How many
with
rule changes? I'm
KC
sorry.
in
It's the
Las
third
Vegas.
rule change with this bastard.
Yeah,
It's the third one. First the tuck rule.
he's the go.
Then you can't tackle nobody below.
Yeah.
And now you can't even sack a quarterback.
Yeah,
No, you can't land on top of him, bro. You
Sack
gotta
a
like,
quarterback. You're supposed
So-
to just bear hug him.
So context for you guys out there, family, if you're not watching football,
mm-hmm.
refs be calling these petty calls when the defensive lineman is
Mm-hmm.
sacking these quarterbacks. So we saw. I wish we could pull up a video here to actually show you an example of what we're talking about. But Tom Brady got sacked, and immediately it wasn't no crazy tackle. It was a simple, pretty much tackle rolled over, throw him to the side, and Tom Brady got
common
up.
football play.
Common football play, great football play by the defensive lineman. And Tom Brady got up and looked for a call, raised his hands up like this, and honestly, that's on Tom Brady as well.
Yeah, he don't have the nerve
It's
to
on him.
say
He knew he's wrong.
he's gonna say refs are not robots. Man, you know what you're doing when you're manipulating them.
Yeah,
Like
he knows what he's doing.
at the end of the day, the refs. I hate them, but you got to be consistent.
Yes,
Because when Mahomes is getting sacked like that, there's no call. When Herbert get hit like that, there's no call.
Lamar.
Burrow, Lamar, there's no call. So at least be consistent. For two instances, I think of Tom Brady's sack, and
Aaron
I think
Rodgers.
of Derek Carr's sack.
Derek Carr. Yep.
With Tom Brady, that's a sack. He swung him down, and I know y'all want to protect the quarterback, but listen, to me, this is an overreaction to what happened to Tua. And the NFL, this is not y'all fault, technically. This is the Miami Dolphins' fault for failing Tua. He was already concussed, and you still went out him and let him play. Granted, you're playing a contact sport. No matter what, all these football players, it's sad to say, they're all going to have CTE because you play this sport, no matter what.
Regardless.
No matter what. So whichever way you try to protect them, these injuries do happen. Chris Olave got tackled down after catching a touchdown. He was concussed. Right after the Tua situation we seen on Thursday Night Football with the Broncos and Colts with Naeem Hines, couldn't even stand.
Yeah.
So concussions, as long as y'all had this game, this is going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Spaghetti
It's going to
legs.
occur.
But
Yeah.
but to the point where you want to protect the quarterback,
Yeah.
you might as well go to flag football.
So I say, listen, we already got play review for everything. Let's throw it into this one. Screw it.
But this shouldn't be a call.
It shouldn't be a call, but
I never heard of roughing the passer when he has the ball. It's
Yeah,
usually when he throws the ball already, he gets hit.
Absolutely.
But at this juncture, bro, if we have a replay review for everything, we might as well have a replay review for this.
No,
That's
If
gonna
I'm a
that's
coach,
gonna
I should
slow-
be able to challenge that.
But I'm
No,
saying,
but-
I get that, but it shouldn't be a call to begin with.
Right.
But-
But also it's going to slow down the game.
Right. And like I said, the rule
Extremely.
changes in 2018 and 2019 have implemented this. We have to protect our quarterbacks. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? The longevity. It's a difficult position to play.
Right.
Obviously.
No hitting
We're
above the shoulder.
blindsided. Yes. Like, I'm not saying that blindsided is right. You know, someone gets killed. But add replay review, bro. If you're a coach and you're adamant that your player didn't fall on top of him, and in Jones's case, the ball was jarred loose, how else is he supposed to fall? He even put his left arm down on the turf to
That was a
protect
strip.
Carr.
That was a strip sack.
Yes.
But like I said, this is to me, it's an overreaction. What happened to Tua? They're trying to.
Yeah,
they're trying to think now. At the end of the day, the quarterback market is hot. All these guys are throwing for almost 4,500 yards to 5,000 yards a year. So you want to keep that going because people are loving it. But at the end of the day, they're playing a physical sport.
Yeah.
Like, they're playing a physical sport no matter what. Yeah. Well, like I said, the NFL didn't fail Tua. I mean, yeah, partially did, but it was mostly on that organization. They failed him. He was already concussed, and you send him back out there 4 days later.
But I'm saying if Andy Reid has the right to throw a review for anything, why not let him review that? Because if you look at that play 8 to 9 times, as the refs do all the time when they're underneath that tent going like this, oh, yeah, I think, let me get a call on New Jersey real quick. But then, book 18 contacts. Let them review that.
That should be the league.
Chris Jones did not land on Carr, bro. And that was a pivotal play at that point of the game.
Right,
the same as with Brady. So these are pivotal plays that, like, if 80% of the game you're not calling it, do not call it when it's a one-possession game. 100%. Do not call it when it's a strip sack. And as a coach, let me throw my challenge.
It shouldn't
flag.
be up to the coach. The same way you review every touchdown. That goes to the headquarters and wherever the NFL in New York. I think.
But to DC's point, it's going to slow the game down.
Yeah, but
super.
Like, I just think we should stop because, like I said, it's all stemming from what happened to Tua. If y'all never dropped the ball
on that play, I don't really feel like that was rough.
That wasn't, but that's what I'm saying. They're just trying to protect the bottom line of the concussions.
They're finally realizing how dangerous the game is. Oh, wow!
You know what they need? You know what the refs need? They need damn. Where's my glasses?
Forget
Where's
glasses,
my glasses? Telescope, binoculars.
I just think
what are refs looking at?
I just think they got a memo right when Tua happened and they knew they messed up. The memo went out
like this all day.
Don't let no quarterback get slung down or tackled to the ground anymore. And these refs went haywire. They like, what are we supposed to do now?
Where's my glasses?
And a lot of these plays are bang bang, so it looks a lot worse. But when you watch it on film, it's like, oh, he popped right back up.
Exactly.
Brady got right back up.
Brady was kicking the dude. He kicked him.
If I could be sitting on this couch, looking at my TV, and I see a non-roughing the passer call, not roughing the passer play. The rest should be, I don't know what the rest are doing.
So
they should see that.
To your point about Tua, they've already made mid-season adjustments to the concussion protocol. That's why Teddy B couldn't come back to the game against the Jets. So they have covered their asses there. But now with these calls, they're just going to let this ride out for the whole season.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
We're only 5 games in.
You're going to mess up your game. We got another 12 games to go.
If you're a defensive player, how do you sack somebody now? That was going to be my question. And to y'all, and no cred.
Man, 1, 2, 3. Oh,
flag football time, maybe? That is
just
exactly.
Like that. Yeah. Just like that.
So, man,
1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3.
3-man hold.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the only way. And that's just, you're just making the game even more difficult for the defensive linemen.
Yeah.
You know what they should implement? If a ref calls something and it's not supposed to go where it's supposed to go, or they call a bad call, they should get fined.
No, what they do to them is, unfortunately, those refs don't ref in the playoffs.
You know what's funny, bro? I don't think they get fined, but I think in like the weekly ref meetings, they probably get points or something. Like, oh,
yeah,
you missed the call.
No, they don't pockets.
So the
fine them.
The ultimate goal, I think, for refs,
their job is hard enough, bro. They can't touch those pockets.
To do good to the point where you get to ref playoffs and Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. So if they don't do well throughout the season, they don't get the opportunities. I'm sure that's probably more money for them as well. But
my thing is, though, what message are you sending to the Aaron Donalds and the Micah Parsons and the Von Millers of the world, where they are paid to basically get around the O-lineman and get to the quarterback? Right. So now they have to change their approach and how they sack people, and that's a big part of their game.
Honestly, you got to slow up now.
They should not play football.
I'm taking dudes' heads off, man.
Play football.
Dudes.
Play football because this is getting annoying.
I mean, Ray Lewis is somewhere laughing right now.
Nah, he probably like, I'll never play this
Ryan
game.
Urlacher is somewhere laughing.
I'll retire
now,
quick.
You know?
Hopefully the refs progress and coming into today, the game is on now.
Are
and
quarterbacks
also
not football
into this
players?
weekend. They are football players.
If this the case, make quarterbacks more tougher. Like, you should be able to take a hit. All right, damn it.
Yeah. Honestly,
you should be able to take a hit. You playing this sport to not take a hit? No. What kind of game you playing?
Or give yourself up. You know, they implement that rule when the quarterback's going down, slide up, give yourself up.
No, but
don't be the one diving.
I like the slide though. The slide is a very good.
That's acceptable. But now, getting a basic tackle, you call him roughing the passer. That's very annoying.
You're gonna have to man him 1, 2, 3. You're gonna have to hold them 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I'm not watching football no more. Basketball.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nah, they gonna lose a lot of fans. I mean, like I said, they lost $100 million, which probably wasn't a lot to them for the whole settlement for concussions. This will open up a whole new Pandora's box, and they scared. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they're trying to protect themselves. But
so this reminds me of the helmet-to-helmet issues. Do y'all remember that time and period when the helmet-to-helmet was a huge, like,
issue? I just think that was brainless. You shouldn't be.
Yeah, but guys were doing it on.
You got lunatics. But you also got people that get paid to take other players out, too, behind the scenes.
Saints,
as well.
Bounty.
Yeah, there you go. That's the term.
Tune into that.
Yeah.
YouTube that.
It's scary. Scary
sidebar right
things.
there. But it reminds me of the helmet to helmet. Remember every single penalty, and then they had to review it. Oh, he didn't really lead with his helmet. So what do? Now you can't lead with your shoulder. So they've shown in the past that they can roll with the punches. Now I need him to roll with the punches and learn that a big time sack is not roughing the passer, bro. Roughing the passer is when the ball is released, the receiver's running 2 to 5 yards, and some random dude just come and whacks my quarterback. That's what roughing the passer is in my book.
So Derek Carr getting strip sacked is not a roughing the passer.
And that defensive lineman making a big play against Brady, that's not roughing the passer.
And we know that. And we see that at home. All right.
And at the same time, like I said, you're picking and you're choosing.
Yeah.
Because if I'm holding you to that same standards of what happened to Brady and Derek Carr, then every other quarterback that I've seen in different games
should be all even and fair.
So,
but I was gonna ask this too as well, or just point this perspective out. I want to know how many fields in the NFL are actually grass on game day.
Not that much.
Not that
Not
much.
too many, bro.
Can we rotate back to that to simplify the concussion from happening?
I'll put these guys in a goddamn bounty house at this point.
I think so.
Might as well play football in a bounty house.
I mean, that's a good point. You raise a good point because a lot of these plays, the force of their head just
hitting the turf and bouncing off.
They just, you know what I mean? Like Olave's play, the guy kind of like tucked him underneath, and his helmet, you could see it made contact with the turf. So yeah, if it's grass, so just get yourself right.
Just
back
wondering,
up.
like, just going through statistically, research as well, comparing the turf versus grass. I mean, sending it back to knee injuries, going to people tearing wide receivers, running backs tearing the ACLs, MCLs, all of that due to their feet getting stuck in the turf and not being able to, there's no give with turf, and also it's more give on grass versus turf. Mm-hmm. So I'm just wanted to throw that out there. I actually want to do my research too, because
you raised a very good point,
and it dawned on me just
it's
now.
a good segue for the next guy we're about to talk about, Sterling Shepard. When he went down against the Cowboys, it was a non-contact play.
Yeah.
OBJ tweeted, I've been saying for years that turf in MetLife is deadly.
Exactly what
for guys, because if it's non-contact and you're slowing down from your sprint, you're decelerating. You're liable to tear something, hurt something. So
unless y'all know, doing all those routes, and you breaking down on them knees, just know that your knees is
you gotta take care of yourself. Man. End of the day, end of the day, your body comes first. So. But speaking of guys taking care of themselves and trying to get a payday, fellas, I'm skipping over the primetime games because I feel like we're going to go into a deep spill here.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham, there were rumors that he was playing already on a partially torn ACL prior to the Super Bowl, and that last play in the Super Bowl kind of ended it for him.
Man, shout out Odell, bro.
Had a solid year. Started out with the Browns, obviously the Baker thing. His dad got him traded to LA by posting up those YouTube clips, which was very innovative.
And look what Baker's at
Where
now.
do y'all see him landing?
So
he's aiming for a mid-November return to the field.
The Odell sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Depending on how he come back, he looks bigger. But the teams that need a wide receiver, and I'm sure he wants to come back to a winner. He doesn't want to. Of course. The Rams ain't looking too good.
They need him.
They ain't looking too good.
If I'm him, I'm not going back to the Rams.
They need defense. I like Kansas City. I like Buffalo. I consider him and Von Miller mercenaries. Like you hire them to come mess stuff up, they're gonna come in there and mess stuff up. So,
yeah, I agree.
So that's what Von Miller's doing now, and they have a good relationship. So I could definitely see that. And then you pair him up with Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, and Dawson Knox. Run.
I agree.
Who else?
I like the Ravens.
I'm sorry, the Ravens. That's 3 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Lamar. Woo.
Also, too, it'll be tough because Lamar is still due for his payday. So I wonder how that's going to look money-wise.
He's going to Miami.
So earlier this week, he tweeted out that LA knows where I want to be, but they haven't offered me anything. So I don't know what people want me to do. I know my worth, and what the offer was isn't reflective of that. Sean McVay later countered during the week saying LA did not offer him a final contract.
I just think that's just play for words. They're not trying to pay Odell.
Nobody negotiates outside like that too. Anytime negotiations happens behind the door.
And if you're thinking, that medical team probably has the best diagnosis of what his knee is going through. So they probably know how long it's going to take him to get back to being explosive and what kind of player he could be.
That's the same knee he tore his ACL in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like LA doesn't want to pay him.
Looking like D-Rose.
He's shopping. I feel like he's doing his tour around, talking to past players. Recently, we touched this in the past episode that he did visit New Jersey
Giants
and was talking with the Giants and was talking with Saquon and all the old guys that he played with previously. So I feel like he's just doing his rounds. If you were to pay attention to his social media, he is, traveling. I like to see him at Kansas City. Or
fire.
I like that pair because I'm thinking if I'm Odell and I'm looking at it I'm the athlete, not on the outside, my favorite team, the athlete. Quarterback has to give me the ball. All right, Stafford,
100%.
pretty good quarterback.
He'll find you.
Right, yeah, he'll find me.
The only thing he's finding is Cooper
He down
Kupp.
there somewhere.
No, the only thing he's finding is Cooper Kupp.
Right.
He ain't finding
Now
nobody.
he's only throwing the Cooper Kupp.
He down there somewhere.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Kansas City. All right, I got my homeboy
Yeah. Yes, sir.
out there, right? Can get you the ball, and I got a great guy in Kelsey,
Who's arguably the best tight end.
You're gonna have to pick your poison.
Hall of Famer.
You have to pick
So
your
that's a
poison.
great situation for Odell. One-on-one matchups. Not looking at too much double teams because you got pretty decent core. The Ravens, Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson. That's a great tandem to jump into too as well. I like Lamar. He's a great accurate passer. Takes off on a run, but he's legit a pocket passer. He's shown that. So that's why I bring that perspective because I want a young quarterback. All right, because I know you're high on your cheeseheads.
I was about to say, I'm be jealous for this
thing about
segment.
Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is
being very
almost
jealous.
on his way out the door, potentially.
Odell,
You got to think about that.
if you like Wisconsin cheese, please come to Green Bay. We need you.
My man
Okay.
said Wisconsin.
I think the only people that like Wisconsin cheese are in Wisconsin.
I'm right here.
who likes
Wisconsin
cheese?
cheese is good, man.
Who likes cheese?
Okay?
You like cheese?
You ever
like
seen
that?
the frozen pizza department
You hear
in
this,
any
man?
store in Wisconsin?
This is a cheesehead.
It is ridiculous, bro. You can
This-
find different
Hold on,
types of
time
You
out,
hear
time
this
out.
cheesehead?
Hold on, time
Understand
out.
what I'm
Not
saying?
here cheese. I didn't know he was a cheese connoisseur.
So you telling me you come home and eat cheese
all the time.
like as a snack?
Sharp, mild,
If I didn't know, Mike's told us.
smoked Gouda.
Mike's told
Pepper
us.
Jack.
Mike's told us burnt.
Yo,
It's a hot
I
lava.
do drink
Yo.
almond milk though. I've cut back on the dairy in that.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course,
I
of
can't- I
course.
can't
Almond
do
milk is always the best milk,
The
man.
cow on the label that don't sit right with me.
Almond. Oh,
Shout out to all the cows. But I'm being selfish during this segment, and I want him to be in the green and yellow. And for the simple fact is this: the year is 2022. The cows are important,
Shout
bro.
out, yo!
The
Shout
cows
out,
are
all-
very important.
shout out to all the cows out there, yo!
listen.
Moo! We see y'all.
Y'all better not clip this, man.
Shout out to all the
Anyways,
cows.
the year is 2022, and I refuse to see Randall Cobb catch any more passes from Aaron Rodgers.
Is this your king?
And it's nice to see Cobb at this age be explosive, but damn it, man. Could somebody else make a play? I like Romeo Dobbs. I think he's coming along. Lazard is a solid red zone option, but Odell, if you need a place where you want to be not really the number one, but the real number one, come play with A-Rod, please, man. I can't offer you too much money, though, because he took a lot of that pie, but I could give you a nice trip to the NFC Championship game. And I know you're familiar with that, brother.
That ain't happening.
That's my
Super
case.
Bowl.
That ain't happening.
That's my case right there.
Super Bowl.
That ain't
Pull up.
happening.
Pull up.
I say jump on that ship with those pirates
Oh my god.
and
my God.
come play with the Bucks.
I got Mike
Mike
Evans,
Evans
Chris
and
Godwin,
Godwin
Julio
and
Jones,
Julio.
Russell
Talk about-
Gage.
talk about- yo.
And then
Y'all
Gronk
say-
on the side
Gronk-
over there.
Gronk-
Gronk
Gronk
in the
coming
cut.
back.
Gronk is coming back week
mid-season.
11.
You got Leonard
Yo,
Fournette.
Gronk
Like,
gonna call
Y'all are
yo.
some hypocrites.
Ain't nobody no hypocrites,
Y'all
bro.
some hypocrites.
They got
Bro,
mad people
you got
over there.
5 wide receivers, bro. Okay.
I sat here and listened to y'all.
Okay.
Name the weapons that they have on the Ravens. Name the weapons that they have on the Bills. The
named-
moment we bring Tom Brady up for a chance
But I
to
gi-
win another ring,
I give you 5
Because
guys.
it's
know
bro.
an
him.
issue. It's an issue.
I give you
Because,
5
man,
guys.
it's
I
a
named like 2 or
difference,
3.
okay?
You have 5 guys already.
You got mad
Yeah.
talent there, bro.
So do
Exactly.
y'all. So do y'all.
Cameron Brake, Kyle Rudolph. Like, do I really got to go down? Leonard Fournette,
And Gronk come back
Russell
mid-season.
Gage,
Evans.
Julio Jones is your
And
third
Evans.
option,
So
bruh.
you pretty much telling me that your selling point ain't better than ours. Because you trying to make it to the NFC Championship. We trying to make it to Disney World.
No, y'all need to figure out what's going on with that offense. First things first, okay?
Odell.
No,
figure it
it's
out
not
with us.
Odell.
Y'all got
It's
enough.
Father Time knocking on the door.
Y'all got enough.
Okay, let's be
Y'all got
frank
enough.
here.
Y'all don't need
Y'all been
another
saying
wide
this for
receiver.
10
be
years,
frank.
though. Y'all
Yeah.
been saying Father
It's
Time for
showing.
10 years.
You only beat the Falcons by 6.
Y'all heard it last episode. They called me a munch because I told dude to go home. But,
Tom Brady don't play defense, though. We was smacking them.
Y'all got one of the best defenses in the league, bro. Defense not the problem.
Y'all
It's
struggling
getting the ball.
offensively.
It's getting the ball in the end zone. Y'all missing that big play AB Gronk type.
No, just Gronk.
You
That
know?
AB Gronk Odell type.
No, just
no,
Gronk.
no.
All we saying is, we thought we was
Let
feeling you just
Godwin get
now.
healthy,
We
bro.
not feeling
It's
you.
Gronk.
We not feeling
It's
this
Gronk,
right
bro.
now.
You want to know poverty, bro? Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard,
Ooh.
okay? Romeo
Well,
Dobbs.
Odell doesn't want to go to poverty. Let's get that right. He's trying to go somewhere to win.
Right.
He can
And
win with Rodgers.
He can win in Baltimore.
Also, we're not even
And,
talking
in
offense.
Buffalo.
Offensively.
Buffalo, you wildin', boy.
How am I wilding? Think about, all right, y'all was not saying nothing when he went to the Rams last year.
Because the only person there was Cooper Kupp.
Buffalo's not bad.
You saying only person. Cooper Kupp had the Triple Crown last year, ladies and gentlemen. Triple Crown.
And look what Odell did in the Super Bowl before he
Who
got
on the
hurt.
Buffalo has Triple Crown, bro?
He potential. Stephon Diggs could be right there.
No.
And you see how
No.
he can't.
Davis.
We talking about Davis. Stephon Diggs is that number one wide receiver.
Facts.
He's
Ain't no-
he's
Nah,
He's inconsistent.
No.
Davis is
What?
more consistent.
Then Stephon Diggs?
Yes.
Yo, it's the cheese.
It's not the cheese.
It's the cheese.
Let's look at the numbers. Last week, what did Davis pull down? Y'all saw that?
He had 157 or 177. How much did Diggs had? How many Diggs had? He had 102, bro.
Yeah, nothing.
You see, we talking about he had over 100
Yeah,
yards.
nothing.
He had over 100 yards. Check it. Y'all be doing y'all homework, but y'all won't be coming in yelling. Listen, it's that cheese.
No, don't put me in that.
Is
that
that-
category.
Let me
This
see
man
what. Let me
over
see.
here.
Let me
Look
see
at the
what
stats.
Diggs
Nah,
got.
put me in
Diggs
this
got
category. Look at this
39
man here,
catches,
boy.
508, 5 tutties.
Who's
This
that?
man,
Who's that?
Okay, but
that?
against the Dolphins, what did he do?
He said
7
it not.
catches, 74
You
yards.
gave me his yards for the season.
Against
you picking the game
the Ravens, 4
Yo.
catches, 62 yards.
and a touchdown.
this
No
man,
touchdowns.
Okay.
His
Miss-
touchdowns this year have come against the Rams, Titans, and Steelers. Against the 2 teams that have capable defenses, and the Ravens and
yo,
Dolphins.
this man Mike just said
So no,
that
that ain't
Davis
your number one option.
That's your number
Gabe
one option.
Davis is,
No, it's
man.
not.
he
Y'all
said
need to wake
Davis
up. Y'all
is
need to
more
wake
consistent than
Y'all
Stephon
need to
Diggs.
wake up,
which is
bro.
crazy.
Gabe Davis. What?
What's his stats?
Let me see real quick.
Because he's been hurt, so I don't know how you
Man,
consistent when you're hurt. But
having a great year.
Did we just hear what he just
Josh
said?
Allen's 98-yard
I know
touchdown
I'm
to
not
Gabe
bugging.
Davis.
he's giving me one play.
Damn.
We giving me one
98
play.
and 62-yard touchdowns.
What about his stats? What are his stats?
Hold
compared
on,
to
bro. He
Stephon
had
Diggs?
171 last week, so
Okay.
I already know he probably got more yards than
No, he doesn't.
than Stephon. Let's
He
see.
doesn't.
All right, 309.
Oh, 200,
11
200
catches,
difference.
3 touchdowns.
That's the number one wide receiver, right?
He missed one game.
Okay, that's
So
the number one.
Stephon-
That's the number one
That's
wide
the
receiver.
number one wide receiver.
That's a 200-yard difference.
You are hurting my head, bro.
200 yards difference, bro.
Stephon Diggs, only good against the bad teams. All right. And this is perfect. Nice little segue right here. We got the Bills and the Chiefs too.
You
by
see
the
how
way.
quick he trying to dip?
Are we
You see how
done?
quick he trying to dip
Are
from
we
his
done
mess?
with Odell here?
You
we
are.
done?
He ain't going to.
Are we
He ain't
done?
going to Green
BC,
Bay.
you were saying something about schemes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm
Scheming.
sorry. My head hurts because this
Defeated.
guy is
Defeated.
wilding. I'm very defeated.
It's the cheese, bro.
Yo, I'm ready to cut this off because that's
It's
crazy.
the cheese.
But I was saying offensive schemes. Like you got to think about offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Who's
see
calling
this
the
week.
plays? And we all know Andy Reid is a
Genius.
offensive guru. He's a genius out in Kansas City. And then I feel like the Bills got a great offense over there too, and they call great offensive plays. And I'm sorry, I'm just so sidetracked because this guy, bro.
Listen.
I'm about to fumble my words. 'cause,
Odell,
yo, Mike
you
is
got
wilding.
we got to first of all, we got to see how he comes back. Granted, not everybody could bounce back from an ACL injury.
Odell
twice.
can.
Twice.
Odell
So-
can.
Given the nature of this, right, for Kansas City, he'll probably be in that role of what Juju's doing right now, like second to Kelsey.
He'll be all over the place.
Yeah, he'll fly around.
'Cause
I
I
mean,
think
they already have a speedster in
he's-
Valdez
he can-
Scantling.
he can
He's
play
a
outside.
He's
speedster.
better than
He can play inside.
Scanlon.
Don't forget about
Yes.
Hardman.
He's better than Harmon. He's
I mean,
better
we
than
don't
Juju.
know yet, bro. We got to see how.
Nah,
he
I
goes.
don't know. It's everything
From
that he's
us,
done in his
from-
career. He's
from
better
a-
than
No,
from
him.
a
I know
football-
that. I'm not questioning that. I'm saying for right now, though.
Yeah,
You
we
said
gotta
it, back-to-back ACLs. Difficult.
We got to see how he comes back.
If he comes to Green Bay, though, he's number one off rip. Number one
You
off rip.
still gotta wait for how healthy he is.
11
You talking about
targets on the
Green
first
Bay?
game.
Oh Lord.
Aaron will give it to him 11 times.
Listen, stop. It's the cheese, man.
All right, man.
It's the
Damn, y'all
cheese.
not that high on Gabe Davis, man. That dude was.
We not that high. We not that high on Green Bay. Let's just get that
I've
correct.
been knew that since before the season started.
Yeah.
But all right,
Let's get into these prime time
let's get
games,
into the
man.
prime time, man.
We got Buffalo and Kansas City.
Whew, battle of the 4-1 teams.
No,
Who you
but-
taking?
Yeah.
Battle of the OT. I need a shot. I need my shot to go score. Remember what happened in last year's playoff? Oh, we didn't get a shot to score, so I'm gonna crack. Can we change the rule, please? God damn it. Play defense. Play defense.
They can't.
Yeah, it's not our problem. Y'all could have
Tariq
played
Hill not
defense.
there no more, so maybe they have a chance.
Yeah.
Y'all already know who I'm rolling with here. This is a tough matchup, man. These two of my favorite teams right
Griselda.
here. But I'm gonna have to go Kansas City.
Griselda.
KC.
Wow. Going buff.
Wow.
It's hard to win an Arrowhead.
Going buff.
And I've already seen them do it to LA. Last week they did it to Vegas. And those are all capable teams. And I think
You got Buffalo?
I see Stephon Diggs have another lame game because it's a big time opponent. And you know who's gonna score? I got this on wax. Gabriel Davis will score, but Diggs won't. You know why? Because he doesn't show up for the big games.
I got Diggs, 100 plus yards, 2 TDs.
100 plus yards.
Buffalo Dubs.
100.
I got
100.
Buffalo.
150.
100 plus yards.
Don't let him get 200.
200 yard receiving.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you might be. I'm going Buffalo. Because that Von Miller acquisition, they have the best defense currently.
Music to my ears.
They're the best defense
And
currently.
they don't lock up Kelsey.
Who?
I'll trust you throwing it to who? Juju?
No, like
And
you
who
said.
else?
Granted,
Y'all said it with the Chargers.
the special weapon.
And what happened?
The special weapon is
Chargers and not
You
Buffalo.
said
The
Las
Chargers,
Vegas was going to come into Arrowhead and win, and Devontae Adams
they
ran
almost
into Hudson
did.
Renfro.
Yeah,
that
they-
defense
they
got the
beat
opposing
themselves.
players running into each other, so I'm good.
Las Vegas beat themselves. Las Vegas beat
Arrowhead
themselves.
in the environment got receivers running into each other.
Las Vegas beat themselves.
I just think that
First quarter, Von Miller,
want
Pat
me to do it?
Mahomes.
run.
Not
Come
gonna
here.
happen.
Rough
Not
in the
gonna
passer.
happen. Not gonna happen.
Not in our
Rough in the passer.
Not gonna happen. You
Bro,
got Will,
hope
son.
God damn
It's the only listen. If they still had Tariq Hill, then that's the Achilles heel for Buffalo. If Tariq Hill is there, Buffalo's like, all right, we lost.
That safety is out though. You said Hod is out. You
Time
know,
out.
and
Doubling Kelsey and throw the Juju. I'll
that's
take
fine.
that.
Listen,
I trust my safety corner.
the Bills are
whoever's
coming
on.
off a cakewalk. All right, they just dismantled the Steelers. They're on their high horse all
And
week.
they
The
rolling,
Bills,
rolling,
number
rolling.
one power ranking team. We just beat the Steelers. Now you got to face Kansas City. And what's the one team that's knocked them out the playoffs the last couple seasons?
Kansas City.
Let me see. I think the Kansas City Chiefs.
Redemption.
And that environment at Arrowhead is going to overwhelm Josh Fallen. He'll be sacked by Chris Jones. And like I said, y'all gonna quote me on this? Stephon Diggs does not show up in big games. He's not gonna do anything this game, bro. I guarantee it. And when it happens, I got the paper.
We need to put that Charles Barkley. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, I guarantee. Gabe Davis though, he gonna show up. Diggs.
Listen, we gonna
He's
clip
not
this,
meant
all
for these
right?
games.
I
We
got
definitely gonna
Diggs,
clip this.
100, 150 plus,
Oh,
2
snap.
TDs, all right, with the buff dub.
Even though he on
Right
my
here.
fantasy team, I
I
still
got-
know as a fantasy owner, he
Griselda,
don't show up
baby.
against. He
I got
don't show up in the
100.
big games.
I gotta up him 100 yards, but
Buff
He don't show
all
up in the big
day.
games.
I think with Russo and what you call it, Von Miller, that's gonna make it tough. He's
Defense-
not gonna be able to sit in that
Defense
pocket.
gonna make a difference.
He's gonna be running for his life.
But we're running up all day on
So
your
it's 3-1
siding.
over here with the Buffalo Chiefs. What we got?
Next game. Ooh, spicy. Ravens, Giants. I'm sorry, Giants. Y'all been on the high horse. Y'all playing very well, but y'all run into that man, Lamar. All right, y'all played Aaron Rodgers last week. Pocket passer. Y'all was in London. You know, y'all got him. Got close to pocket on him. Got a couple sacks, right? But Lamar, you see that pocket closing? He's out of there. I'm running. All right, don't let him take it to the house. House call. I got Ravens, baby. That Lamar Jackson is a problem.
I'm sweating.
OJ.
Give me the Giants.
Big A, Ocho.
G-Men.
Ooh.
And to your point, you know, they did a good job of containing A-Rod,
Mhm.
but I think Saquon is cementing his MVP right now.
Okay.
And this is a big if. I know all year we've been killing him. If Daniel Jones could continue to work in the play action the way he has the last couple weeks,
And
I
protect the
think-
ball.
protect the ball, not
Mhm.
turn the ball over,
Yep.
plays a clean game. You got Saquon running that clock out. I know Lamar's good for the big bang bang plays, but Baltimore struggles in the second half, and the Giants have taken over in the second half. Last week
Adjustments.
they
Great-
scored
great adjustments in the
27
second half.
points
Yes.
unanswered.
Yes.
Great
You know,
adjustments in
they
the second
kept
half.
Green
Yes.
Bay on 20. This is my team. I'm watching this happen live.
Yes.
I cannot believe it.
And Aaron
So,
Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers too.
You know, they faced a 13-0 deficit against the Titans in the second half, came back, won that game.
Mhm.
That game against the Cowboys was very close. We were in attendance. We saw that last play.
Yep,
So
heartbreaking.
every Giant game has been close. And for Baltimore, I was not really convinced against Cincinnati. You
I
know,
was.
granted, T. Higgins was out with an injury. You know, that Marlon Humphrey did a great job shutting down Jamar Chase. But I'm looking at Joe Mixon, who's been kind of poopy all year, 14 rushes, 78 yards. I don't think that defense is going to be able to stop Saquon. I got Saquon in a big game, and I think the G-Men get this dub.
Huh? Over to you, AD. What's good? What you feeling? How you feeling?
Tough one, though. Very tough one.
Very tough one. But are you going to go with your heart?
He low-key want to say Giants.
It's killing
And I'm going to go with the Giants.
I knew it. I knew it.
You know,
I knew
New York,
it.
stand
I
up.
called it. I called it. Y'all gonna leave me hanging?
City,
Okay,
shake
no
Lamar,
problem.
I might regret this, but nah,
No
I'm gonna stick to
problem.
my guns. I'm gonna go with the Giants because we catching the league by storm right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all
I'm
gonna
taking
see.
the Giants right now.
Don't let Lamar come over and
Just
dive into the
don't
end
keep
zone.
it close. Don't. Whatever you do, don't leave it either a 3-point game because Justin Tucker's kicking it from the half field.
Listen,
That's what I was going to
Don't
say. Yeah.
leave it
I'm gonna
close.
call the both of them as soon as Daniel Jones throws a pick.
All right. That could happen.
Yo, y'all saw that? Y'all saw that? I know y'all saw that.
Who
Listen,
Lamar going to throw the ball to, bro?
Chill, Duvernay, Andrews. Stop
they're
playing.
close.
They're playing. Bateman's back this
He
week.
hurt.
No, he's back.
He
He
hurt.
should be back this week. I know he's
They
coming
won
back this week.
They want Daniel Jones to beat Lamar with the legs, but
He's not. He's not it. He's
But
not that guy.
I got Giants, man.
He's
I'm
not that
sticking to
guy.
My guns.
Please, a guy that
Marcus,
he
we
took
got,
off
man.
for 50 yards and
Word.
tripped on the 20-yard line.
Mark Bays.
It was a sniper in Philly. He got signed.
I will never go for a New York Giant or a New York Jet, so I have Baltimore.
We split right here.
Yeah, we see
2-2.
it at the mountaintop, all right? If y'all get there.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
going to be a party in MetLife if they beat
Feel me?
Lamar and them.
And another juggernaut game that is gonna be.
Sunday night? No.
It's gonna be really good.
Sunday, prime time, baby. 8:20.
Yeah, Sunday night. We got the Cowboys
Play
versus
some
the
football.
Eagles. Cowboys calling up a very strong defensive game. All right, they're playing well defensively, and then Cooper Rush. Who the? You don't know.
We know who Cooper
We
Rush
know who
We
Cooper
know who
Rush
that
is.
man is.
Cooper Rush is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking Cooper Kupp. Who the fuck is Cooper Rush?
He's playing well. He's managing the offense and he's making the plays. He's making the right plays, and the defense has been outstanding. To be honest, the Cowboys. It's hard. It's hard for me to say that. It's like I'm talking about the Cowboys, and I'm being positive.
They've been arguably the best defense in the league.
And
thus
then you
far.
got the Eagles on the flip side, who has been a full 100% playing football around offense, defense, special teams, playing complete. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Complete football. So, who y'all got? I got the Eagles.
Got the Eagles. And no,
Yeah, I already know I'm going with
none
Jalen.
else. No, the stats, no nothing else.
Going with Jalen.
Got Jalen McNabb.
Come on, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
He's way better.
Please don't do that.
That's a good comparison.
No, don't. No.
He's actually
No,
better.
no,
It's a
no,
very
no,
good
no.
comparison.
Stop.
So
Stop.
with Mike Vick?
Stop. Huh? No. Jalen. He's Jalen Hurts, bro. He's Jalen Hurts. He's Jalen Hurts. Chill. He's Jalen Hurts.
All right.
The arm and the legs, nah.
I
Mike
say
Jalen
Mike Vick
Hurts.
did not wear hoop earrings, so
You want to
it
say Dallas?
really.
You want to go Dallas? Go ahead.
How about them Cowboys, man?
Go ahead.
How about them Cowboys? You know, this front
The fact that you
four,
put the Giants before and you put the Cowboys, I just don't
the
understand.
front
Ugh.
four right now is just scaring me. I think Micah Parsons is gonna have a field day.
Against the best O-line in the league.
You know they're scheming against him too,
Scheme all you want.
They gonna chip
He
him.
gonna find a way. I
Nah.
don't think Hurts has seen a front four this
and get the ball out
I
quick.
devastating.
don't think they've seen a quarterback like Jalen Hurts.
They
Yep.
have.
No.
They
No.
just beat Matthew Stafford last week. They beat Joe
That-
Burrow.
That's not Jalen Hurts.
No.
That's not Jalen Hurts.
That's not Jalen Hurts, bruh.
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts hasn't seen a defense like this, okay? The Cardinals. Oh, we put up 20 points against Arizona. Yeah, you got to play better than that. All
knew.
right? If that kicker don't miss that field goal, it's a tie game going to overtime. You're going
And
against
they,
Kyler.
and they probably win.
Well,
No
he
way.
missed. He
Stop
missed.
that.
And
He
he
missed
took the
'cause they
W.
I'm
knew
looking at this
it's
schedule.
over.
They've had nothing but cupcakes. All right? This will be the first real test, as I've been
Okay.
saying. And I know I sound like an Eagles hater out there. I'm not. Eagles, y'all doing good. 5-0 start.
y'all trust this
If
man.
you gave me the Lions and the Commanders and the Jaguars and the Cardinals, I start 5-0 too. But I think this Cowboys defense pushes through, and we got Jason Peters coming back to Philly. Longtime Eagle.
He about to get knocked.
Pride on the
Fletcher
line.
Cox, Brandon Graham, they about to run through that.
You talking future MVP? You got my MVP, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
They got to deal with
MVP.
A.J. Brown. I did Stephon
Hitting-
Diggs.
throwing
too.
dimes.
To
AJ
50-50
Brown
him.
throwing dimes.
That's
Devontae
fine.
Smith.
Devontae
We
Smith.
got Diggs. Pick.
Goddard.
Goddard.
Calling it right now.
Dimes.
Trayvon Diggs pick.
Say less.
And when it happens, I'm gonna call him on FaceTime. Like,
All
you
right.
seen that? He caught that ball before his brother did.
When
Um,
Jalen Brown, when my quarterback runs into the end zone, scores that rushing touchdown, go up like this. You know who I'm calling you.
It's fine.
Prop the phone up just like this.
Fly
Yup.
Eagles fly.
Yep.
How about them Cowboys? Y'all gonna be shocked. It's going. Ooh,
How about them?
it's gonna hurt.
That's my quarterback.
All right, my family, no credit family out there.
Slayton.
Who y'all got for these primetime games? Buffalo versus
We got a
Kansas
good
City.
slate this week.
Ravens versus Giants, and last but not least, Cowboys versus Eagles. Those are the most entertaining games this week, honestly.
Right.
Couple
things before we get out of here.
Let's get on to the housekeeping before we get up out of here. Baseball playoffs is here.
Yeah.
It's here.
And like I said, what happened to the Mets?
I know you hype right now. Philly beat them, but now they about to get slacked by Atlanta. So shout out to them Braves. And Padres won yesterday. They tied it up against the Dodgers.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have any?
Today's Yankee game was postponed due to inclement weather, so
Okay.
we kick that off tomorrow. I mean, we throw the ball tomorrow. Jesus.
By the time y'all hit this, the Yankees will be up anyway.
Exactly.
So,
They playing against the Guardians.
Astros are looking scary, man.
So
Don't mention those cheaters on this podcast.
Who y'all got getting to the World Series?
The Yanks, man.
Bro, DC, where I'm from, man.
New York City.
I just wanted to pose a question. Just to ask.
Where I'm
I just
from.
want to ask. You got Yankees too?
Redemption for my Phillies. I see the Phillies and the Yankees, and I see the Phillies getting redemption.
Well, I got Yankees all the way.
I don't know what's in that cheese, man.
Through
That
and
Philly
through.
cheese got y'all dreaming or something, man.
Let's
I don't know
get
what's in that.
It's bugging.
We about to make it 28.
Yo.
fellas.
And let's get on to the real football.
Yeah, y'all let us know. Yeah.
Let us know who y'all got.
Who y'all got for the
World Series.
postseason in the World
Shout
Series.
out to the Braves, too, though. The Braves looking
Thanks.
good,
Nah,
too.
they're jugging. Sorry. It's a dream. But
Football.
yeah, let's go on some the real football.
Kylian Mbappé.
Well, you don't catch concussions from, but
Hey,
Still
you
playing,
lying.
though.
You lying.
Yeah.
not as much. Not as much.
Nah, some of them
It's still
dudes be
serious,
wild.
though.
Not as much.
Still serious.
But they take
Yeah.
they take the precaution on how to protect them, and they last
It's gonna be
longer.
worse than the NFL, obviously, but
Exactly.
still, hey,
Hey,
and that soccer ball in your head.
if y'all know
Chill out.
anything about the future of actual football/soccer, and y'all know about the great Kylian Mbappé, the striker out of PSG, who's playing with the GOAT, Messi and Neymar. Unfortunately, there's been reports that he wants out. A young star like him, 23 years old, already has a World Cup under his belt. Of course, Champions League's titles under his belt. He's already solidified himself.
How old is he?
He's 23, bro. He already has a legend. He has a legend's resume already.
I'm putting my future son and daughter in soccer.
Tell you, man, you get paid every.
And tennis too.
You get paid every week in soccer. He wants out, and supposedly, of course, he wants to go play for Real Madrid up in Spain.
Okay.
And
And
I don't
you know who's on that team currently right now?
just like they building a young. They got some good guys on there.
Okay.
They got some good guys coming up on that team. So they got a good young nucleus, but it's crazy to see that. I don't know, playing against the GO, I would want to stay. And then they're the best team in France. So
What do you think it is that's like causing into obviously is it money?
I mean, you get paid. He just got a monster contract.
So
He just got a monster contract.
it's not about money. It's probably what culture. people
Probably.
He
think.
doesn't want to share the sugar with Neymar and Messi. And
He wants his own.
yeah, he wants his own. And
Because granted, Messi, that's not front. He had his own team with Barcelona. That was
yes,
him.
Every young player deserves this, man. And from the outside looking in, we don't really know what's happening between him and the organization.
Right.
But you would think, he came through the grassroots, started there in France. That's where he emerged as a star.
He started with AS Monaco.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, man, you look at Neymar, he's in his 30s. Messi is towards that twilight of his career. Mbappe don't want to be around for that, man. He wants his own team. He doesn't want to be third fiddle to two other guys.
He's not third for. He's number one.
Yes, but still, when it comes to like positioning and getting the ball, who's going to deny Messi and Neymar the ball? He deserves it, yes, given the contract that he was given, but it's no different basketball, bro. Sometimes you don't want to be a part of a big three. And he's 23. He's at that age where he's learning like, I could play in this style. I could play with this person. So I just think Messi and Neymar kind of rained on his parade a little bit. He thought PSG was going to build around him. Although they gave him that money, the name Messi and Neymar still rings larger than Mbappe, unfortunately, for most football fans. And he wants his own.
I think, he's the face of the future for football for probably the next 10 years, I think. Same way we talked about Ronaldo and Messi, that's now Mbappe.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
He's an effing cheat code in FIFA. He is
What?
so annoying.
Fast.
Please leave PSG so I don't have to go against you, Messi,
And Neymar.
and then Neymar. I hate it. It's annoying.
Let us know where you guys think he should end up. Definitely want to shout out international people. We know we're getting out there a little bit.
Yes.
So shout out to France.
We're gonna bring more content to y'all as well.
Yes, sir.
And let us know what y'all want. Please comment underneath our videos. Mingle with us on Insta. I was about to say Facebook. Oh my gosh, Instagram. All right.
On Christian Mingle.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
GoDaddy.com.
Black people meet.
eHarmony.
That's wild that they got commercials
What
too
they
on that.
call it? What's the other joint? The other apps they got? I know it's Tinder. What else?
I'm unaware of
we
these
going over
apps
tangent.
that
I'm
you
sorry,
speak
y'all.
of.
Humble.
Okay,
Y'all listen.
Bumble,
This,
Tumble.
yeah.
What's that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Is it blackpeoplemeet.com?
I
Yo,
don't
if y'all
know.
want this party, log on to our Patreon. Nah.
Yo, facts. Listen, we got a lot in the works. You know, we about to be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cooking up, and we got a big surprise next week.
Definitely.
Yes,
Hope y'all
yes,
ready
yes,
for
yes.
that. Hope y'all ready for that.
A lot of
Let's hit
things
it.
cooking up, baby. A lot
Yes,
of things
sir.
cooking up.
When that blue check on the profile, don't hit our line. All right, we try to warn y'all.
Going ghost.
Road to 70 subs on YouTube as well. We
Right, not even
appreciate-
70. We're going for 100, y'all. We appreciate all the subs that we have now. The road to 100, we almost there. We got something special for y'all once we reach that.
Yes,
Man, you know,
appreciate
so
y'all.
I like to hit Highlands, man. A thousand.
Milestones. No, we get to 100 first. We lock up 100, then we up. We're going up
Appreciate
from there.
y'all
He said 100. He
being a
being
part of
nice.
this journey,
1,000,
keep
baby.
interacting with the reels, the shorts. We got all this content, man, and that's a wrap. Episode 29.
Yes, we love it.
fellas.
We love it. We love y'all, fam, and we gonna
29.
catch y'all in the next episode.